All right. Whoa, those are way too high for the camera. Well, damn. Well, that's depressing. I'm going to have to take that down and change it again. Might as well show you guys what I'm trying to do here. I do have the camera kind of stuck in there good, but there we go. Yeah, those pixel art things I used to have, I finally decided to hang them up. And I have a third one here to do as well. But, yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. It is what it is. So I guess you guys get to see I guess maybe I can zoom out. At the very least, so it's not just entirely my face. When I put that up, I was like, that's good enough. That's low enough. They'll see it, right? This is a big blank ass wall. I wanted to have stuff now. If that's any indication that I'm not going anywhere. For those of you that are worried, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. There's going to be changes and things, but I'm not going anywhere. That's a little bit far. That's how far it needs to be for Bowser to show up? Oh, dear God. I've got to fix that. Well, I will at least make it so you have the fire flower. At the very, very, very least. All right. So, I'm going to also lower my own voice volume here a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, as you all can tell by the, the title for one, and the thumbnail for two, and also how things have been going lately for three, that things have not been going very well. No, I've not moved my desk. It's in the same spot as it has been. I just have had a blank wall. And I have things to decorate it. I've just been lazy and mostly lazy. But also, there are other things that are getting in the way that once I'm done with it, then I want to be lazy. So, here is the deal for what is going on tonight. The very first thing that I'm going to be going over with everybody is what has been happening in greater detail, because I have been very, very brief about a lot of things, and why I have not been streaming a lot, and how things are going to be looking in the future, and how I want to make a change in regards to what I'm doing on this channel. So, no, I'm not going anywhere once again. I enjoy this too much to do that. I would literally have to be unable to do so anymore for me to be gone, so. All right. I think it's probably best that I begin with the obvious. And I've brought them all down here. One. 2, 3, and 4. That's just the bare minimum. That is not counting vitamins and other kind of supplements that I'm taking just so I can function. Right now, I think it is best that I kind of go into a bit of detail as to what has been happening ever since October of last year. Truly, this does begin beforehand, so I will start with that. So, all of my life, I have been pretty much fine. Regardless of whatever health that I had, I was fine. I did, however, have some history of panic attacks. Most of it had to do with family issues, and it really kind of boils down to the fact that my mother divorced, she got remarried, and there were times that we would have to be back in not only the state but also the hometown of where my biological father used to live. And we knew that he was around. And we knew that he was bitter. So, driving around the neighborhood, I would tend to see vehicles or people that looked just like him, which caused me to start having some anxiety. I never really thought much of it. I didn't know how to describe it. It was something that was unknown to me. My parents then took me to a doctor and got me all set up with ECG and heart monitoring stuff because I could not breathe. I could not think. I was in a state of panic. I was fine. Everything came back fine. This was back a long, long time ago, though. So, I realized that it was essentially a panic attack. Fine. I get over it because we're not in North Carolina anymore. We are in Ohio. Years and years and years pass. Never really had any issues except for when I'm fucking up in college and worried to tell my parents, but that's like normal anxiety. Cue many, many, many more years later. My mother passes away. This was about 5 years ago now. 5 years, 5.5 years. My God, it's been 5.5 years. Either way, it was just myself and my stepfather. And I think that was what kind of started to mess me up a little bit. Because my mother I was very close to her. We've kind of talked about this before, so I'm not going to go too far into it. But it kind of messed me up. It honestly did. Because I found myself becoming more lethargic and lazier and such. I put on a lot of weight and I became very, very unhealthy. And it was not recovering. Cue sometime, I believe in 2023. It was around Christmas time too, which is when my mother passed away. I was just minding my own business. I was just doing nothing. All of a sudden, I was feeling chest tightness, pains, and such. I thought I was having a heart attack. I called 911. They came by. They checked me out. I was not having a heart attack. I was having a panic attack. And it came out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm kind of young to have a heart attack, despite my health. But still, kind of young. I'm glad to know that it wasn't. Never really had anything else happen after that for a while. Lost some weight. Went to meet Bun for the first time. I think it was around the same kind of time-ish, actually, that this happened. I don't know if it happened after or before that I met her, but either way. Things started to get better. Then I started to live with Bun up here in Canada. And then my father died. It was before Bun? Okay, I just had to be sure that sometimes my timing is a little off. But either way, then my stepfather died. And also, before that, before my mother died, my true father, my biological father died. So now I have 3 parents. My biologicals and my stepfather all passed away. My stepfather passed away only a couple months after I left home. That messed me up. He wasn't really the same man he was before when my mom passed. He kind of went down his own rabbit hole of depression and health problems, but he encouraged me to live my life. And I could tell that he didn't want me to go to Canada. He wanted Bun to come down to the States. But I feel like I made the right choice going up. But my stepfather passed. So we had a lot of stress in regards to that, getting things done. Like, then it was a matter of getting our own place, because Bun's parents were very, very kind to take me in and let me live there for as long as I did. But I wanted to get Bun and myself into an independent state. independent state of mind. So we got an apartment. Everything was fine. Then October happens. I don't know who of you were here when I was streaming Silent Hill 2. But there was a moment that all of a sudden I felt those same heart attack-like symptoms again. And I had to quit the stream early. That night, I called 911 again. They came by. Once again, nothing wrong with the heart. It was a panic attack. I was thinking, okay, well, this has happened once before. It's probably going to not happen again for a while. It happened again the very next night. And then the night after that. It was now common. I ended up having to essentially go and see a doctor. But at the time, for anything that I want to do, we need a family doctor in Canada. Thankfully, there was an urgent care. Went to the urgent care, and they checked me out. They took my blood, ECG all connected up. I'm fine. Everything came back normal. So once again, I have been told it is not my heart. There's a problem though. Because of all the deaths in my family and the fact that they all died far sooner than expected, my mother died at 61. My stepfather died at 63. My biological father died at 71, and he died from choking. Either way, I think it triggered something in me, and I found myself realizing that I have cardiophobia now. Whenever I feel like something is wrong, I think I'm having a heart attack. That's what cardiophobia is that I have a desperate fear of cardiovascular problems. And that has caused every kind of tightness or pain or anything that I feel anywhere in the chest make my brain go immediately, I'm dying. That has been going on for months now. However, there was a bit of a reprieve. And that was when I went to the urgent care and I was told that there is a possibility that I have GERD, or essentially acid reflux. And I realized, you know what? That is something I've had for many years now, which is acid reflux is exactly as it sounds. It is stomach acid coming back up the throat. And by itself, it doesn't really do much. It gives you heartburn and such, but it's fine. The problem is when it doesn't go away. Things such as my weight and my age have been contributing to getting it worse. My age, as many of you all know, it's been a bit of a well-kept secret of mine. But I have been on YouTube for about 15 years now. How old do you think I am? Before you guys go into talking about it in the chat, I have mentioned that I have been in my 30s, and I've been in my 30s for a few years now. I turned 40 in October this year. I am 39 years old. I am now starting to get to the point of my life where my age is going to start giving me debuffs. I don't feel 40. I don't feel 39. I feel much younger, but my body is my body, and my body says no. Thankfully, my heart health says that my heart is around the 40s. So, great. But it is true that my age is now starting to catch up with me. And now I'm going to start having problems. Turns out that this acid reflux happening to me has now started to affect me. What that does is that it starts to burn and deteriorate the bottom of my esophagus. It gets weaker. The muscle itself gets weaker, part of age, and also because of my love for caffeine. You guys know I like to drink my Monster, and well, caffeine causes that little part of my esophagus that usually closes up to keep acid from coming up. Well, it makes it a little bit weaker, and therefore acid comes up. Let me tell you the horrors of acid reflux and GERD. One such problem that I have been dealing with has been the fact that sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night choking on my own bile. Literally waking up choking, afraid that I'm going to die from asphyxiation. It is scary. Just waking up and finding yourself choking on something, that's scary. A cure for that, thankfully, has been having a bed that allows me to prop up while I'm sleeping. And that has also been helping with GERD, but I can tell you it has made sleeping very uncomfortable because my favorite position sleeping is on my stomach, laying face down. It's hard to do that now. I cannot do that because of the reflux. Until that starts to go away, I cannot do that anymore. And I can tell you, sleeping while propped up, it's not my favorite. I hate sleeping on my back. I hate it. I would rather sleep on my sides, but I can't do that. So my quality of sleep is not as good as it is, which leads to more stress, which leads to the stress affecting my body in other ways, which affects the acid reflux because stress makes that worse. And when that gets worse, it makes the stress worse. It's the panic attacks because GERD, acid reflux, that kind of stuff has one really nasty side effect in the body, and that is that it feels like you're having a heart attack at times. It perfectly mimics it. So every single time that I feel like something, I have to quickly think, am I dying or am I just having acid reflux? It sure feels like I'm dying though. This is the one. This is it. This is terrible. Nope, it goes away. I have had to get my blood drawn about 3 different times this past year, and each and every time has told me that I am fine. My heart is fine. My blood is fine. So thankfully, 3 times is the charm for me, and that has now put me in a state of mind where it's not my heart. But when you have a panic attack, you don't think about that. So I have been finding myself reaching for things like baby aspirin to help something that isn't even there. I have gone to cannabis stores to get CBD gummies and oils just to combat the stress and the panic attacks that I've been having. I don't have that with me right now because I have been finding that it does not help as much as it used to. I had the gummies for a while. I decided, you know what, I'll try the oil. The oil was terrible. I could not do it. I did it for a few days and then I stopped, especially since I wasn't noticing any problems. But a lot of it, which by the way, aspirin makes the heartburn worse. Yeah. But it thins the blood and keeps it from clumping up, which is the main leading cause of heart attacks. So it's like, I'm just making the choice here. And I don't need to do that. Not with my heart as it is. I don't have a family history of heart failure, except for the grandfather on my father's side. But my mother didn't have any heart failure. So, of course, I have been very concerned. But at the very least, doctors have told me 3 times now, I am fine. So that has now shifted my focus entirely on the acid reflux. But here's the thing. These right here. This is called pantoprazole. I'm sorry. No, this is not that. This is it. This is pantoprazole. This is a medicine that's supposed to keep my body from producing too much acid. It's supposed to help my throat naturally recover. For a while it worked. And then I started to notice that I was starting to get dizzy spells. I don't know if I remember some of you guys me telling this to, but I was suffering from dizzy spells. So now all of a sudden, the fear of my heart went into a fear of my brain, and I was thinking, oh, it's not my heart, it's my brain. And you know why I thought that way? Because as soon as I was told, oh, it's not my heart, I started feeling the dizziness in my head, and my brain was telling me, oh, you've got a stroke. So I go to the doctor again, find out, no, my head is fine, but hey, if I want to get myself a CAT scan or something, I might have to wait 1 to 2 years. Yeah, the healthcare system in Canada is nice, but there is a bit of a backup because of a shortage of doctors that do certain things. So I would have to wait a long time in a waiting list and hope that I would have a chance. But I noticed that those dizzy spells that I was getting, right around the time my medicine ran out, this was around the time when I was telling a lot of people that, oh, I ran out of medicine and I'm starting to feel kind of like crap now. Well, I noticed that the dizziness was gone. So I attributed that the dizziness was caused by the medicine. Well, turns out that was true because I had a brand new medicine sent toward me. This is lansoprazole. It is another type of medicine to do the same thing as the pantoprazole. Before then, though, I had another medicine that's off the counter you can get in Canada that you can also get in the United States called Nexium. Took that. Caused sharp pains in my chest. Stopped taking it. So I got the lansoprazole. Got that. Started feeling anxiety. So I'm thinking, okay, well, now here's a problem. I'm dealing with my acid reflux, but now I've got anxiety on top of everything. Oh boy. Well, it turns out that the worst anxiety was caused from this, which is helping me manage my weight. And I need to now go back on a lower dose so that way I am not constantly in trouble, because more on that later. But essentially, all of this is happening during a very stressful time. So now I am suffering from anxiety from a cause that I wasn't really sure of. Was it my GERD that was causing more acid reflux, that was causing more anxiety? Was it the medicine that I'm taking? I don't know, but when going on to Reddit and finding out information from other testimonials, turns out that it doesn't matter what exists, people are getting anxiety spikes from them. So I'm essentially screwed. And unless I wanted to go to the doctor again, but again, we don't have a family doctor. We don't have a family doctor until October. We finally got an appointment to see a family doctor. She's so backed up for appointments for new patients that our earliest time to see her is October. We put in this appointment last month. Well, yeah, technically last month in July. Now it's August. Early last month, so like July 4th or so. It's been a while. And it's going to be a while longer. Because I can't go in and do anything that I want in a specialty office, like get an endoscopy or anything of the sort, without a family doctor's approval. So we have to wait until October to get a family doctor, and that's assuming that she likes us and we like her. And then at that point, then I can start talking to the doctor to get things done. Oh my goodness. Peach tea. So all the stress happening at the start of July. One more thing happens to continuously put stress on me. And Bun. Our landlord has decided to sell the house. Good news. We do not have to do anything. We can stay here until the end of our lease, which is in March. Bad news. Because it's now on sale, other landlords want this place. Oh! Peach tea! Hi, Kira. Yeah, so the landlord is selling, and other landlords and other interested people want to buy this place. We have had a showing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today, and we're going to have one tomorrow. We are constantly having to leave our house, our comfort zone, so a real estate agent can take some interested customers through our home. We cannot be here for it. We have to leave. Prompting Bun and I to constantly have to leave the house, whether going for a walk or going to a store or doing something to kill some time, but we cannot be here. We have to leave. And this has happened pretty much every single day this week, except for Sunday, which we have requested off because that's my D&D day. Monday, because it's the day after we would like to have a break. No, I didn't request Monday. I have Monday on there, so if they want to have one on Monday, they could. It's literally Monday through Saturday that I agreed to, which has now come to bite me in the ass, because now there are so many people that want to see this place. We have people, strangers, coming into our home almost every single day for about 45 minutes, which means that we are constantly having to keep the place tidier than we normally would. We keep the place nice, but we're always constantly like, let's make sure the bed looks at least presentable. Let's make sure that the dishes are taken care of for the most part. We don't leave a bunch of trash around or anything, but it's just something to keep in the back of the mind. It's not our landlord's fault. He wants out. He wants to not have this place anymore. And the new landlord will just take up our lease and is contractually obligated to follow it. But it has gone to show that Bun and I want our own place. And now that I have taken a look to see the cost of rent versus the cost of leasing, the cost of a mortgage, it's almost an obvious choice. The idea when you have a place is that rent is the highest you'll ever spend. Mortgage is the lowest you'll ever spend. Because when you pay rent, the landlord takes care of stuff. When you buy, you take care of stuff. But Bud and I have found out that what we're paying for rent right now, well, it's manageable. It's fine. But we could save roughly $300 a month or so if we went on a mortgage instead. And if anything happened to the house that required repair, like a deck or something, $300 a month over the course of 12 months, that's $3,600. That's not bad. And not anything major is going to happen every single year. And of course, the older the buildings, the cheaper that they are in the first place. But there are plenty of nice places that I have seen that are within our budget, that we can afford, that are nice. So, here we are, 1 year in the apartment, where we have Stompy McHeavy Shoes above us that would not stop fucking walking around with her fucking clogs for feet, constantly stressing us out at all hours, pissing us off, making us want to leave early. We finally find a place that looks relatively nice. A landlord willing to take me in because of my story, less of my history, because I've only just become a Canadian, not even a citizen. So I'm allowed to live here long term because I've become permanent residents. Citizenship comes a few years after that. We'll worry about that later. But we are already stressed. We finally find a place that we can finally be ourselves. We don't have to worry about noise. We don't have to worry about complaints of neighbors. We don't have to worry about loud noise next to us. We don't need to worry about Stompy McFucking Rhino feet above us. And what happens a few months after we come in here? Now we have to deal with more nuisances. We left to get away from that. And now we're back at it, and it's worse than before. No, I don't know. I think the stomping was worse than before. It's still bad that our calm, happy oasis that we were very happy with, we were finally calm and happy. We had a routine. We were comfortable. The bullshit came back. Stomping was worse. You know what? Considering that was at all hours of the day instead of like 45 minutes a day, you know what? You're right. I know that field boss, the landlord at me and my family's old house, wanted to sell it, but because of a debt that we didn't even know that we had, we couldn't buy it, and he wouldn't wait for us to buy it. Yeah, it kind of sucks, doesn't it? The problem with this is the fact that we have to wait until somebody wants to get this place. That could be in a month, or it could still be on the market by the time we leave. Which means that there is as equal chance of us being done with all these constant visitors as there is with the constant visitors continuing until our last days here. I don't want to be dealing with day after day after day of people having to come through our house. I want us to live in peace and quiet, which is only added to my stress. My stress and my anxiety is now so bad that a few days ago, I felt great. I felt wonderful. Best I've felt in a long time. But it's few and far between. Which has prompted me to have no choice but to get some anxiety medication now. Something I never thought I would need. So now I am currently on 10 milligrams of Cipralex. I was originally going to go with Zoloft, but I don't really have panic attacks every single day. So this is supposed to be something a little bit calmer, a little bit nicer, especially with GERD symptoms. So that way its side effects don't hurt me that badly, but it's slower acting. It's going to take 1 to 2 weeks to really work. Because, again, almost right back to how it was before. I am having high anxiety. I am having pain, tightness, stress. I've only wanted to have nothing but just time to relax. That has been what has caused my disappearance for the last few weeks. My body has essentially had enough. Every time I think I get better, I rebound right back. I don't feel good anymore. There's just too much happening, too much stress. Some of the few things that have been really helpful, other than some of the medication, has been Bun. She has been extremely helpful. You guys know how... I'm going to go somewhere odd with this, but trust me on this. You know, when it comes to, like, pets and some people that get certain pets to help with anxiety, that, like, getting a big dog, they lay on top of you to kind of give you that pressure therapy and the like... Bun has been essentially doing the same thing with me. Whenever I have a moment, we go and cuddle together. We just lay down, we cuddle together, and it helps a lot. Another thing that helps is some projects that I've been working on. Dungeons & Dragons has been a surprising help. I get stressed by it, especially because a lot of my players stress me the hell out. And... making sure that things get done stresses me the hell out, but I love it nonetheless. So that's why I like my Sundays. I like playing D&D with everybody. I like to laugh. Laughing has helped. Another thing has been, right over here, I have my Lazy Boy recliner chair because I've always wanted one my entire life and I finally could get one. Sitting right in front of my big screen TV, connected up to game systems as well as my emulation station computer to play games on. Sit back, recline back, and play a game. Lately I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Monkey Smash makes all the monkey neurons go bing in my head. It has been a good time. I've been enjoying it a lot. Playing Final Fantasy XIV with Bun and some of our friends has also been a big help. Dead by Daylight, a game that I play practically religiously all the time now. So much so that I could practically have a brand new channel made specifically for Dead by Daylight content. I play it that much. It is the game that I play when I'm not on stream right now. Unless it's like Donkey Kong Bonanza or something else. As angry as I get at that game, I still enjoy playing it. And it is technically a stress reliever. But all of that has not been enough. As I'm speaking to you right now, I have eaten the equivalent of just one entire sandwich today. One sandwich. I'm full, but that's precisely what this is for. It helps me feel full, so I have no cravings. I do not snack. I do not reach for junk food. I am satisfied with a 0 sugar, 0 calorie soda as opposed to a regular one. I do not gorge on food anymore. It has helped me lose weight. But its side effect is that food stays in the stomach longer to make me feel full, which doesn't help the GERD situation. So right now, as I sit here, as I've already taken my medicine today, right here, right in here, right here, I feel... Is that on Echo? That was on Echo for some reason. That's because there's 2 alert boxes. Oh. I have 2 alert boxes. Whoopsie daisy. I fixed that. Oh, but yeah, right here I feel pain. Right here I feel pain. It's a tight, aching pain. Almost as if the bottom of my esophagus has been burned. So I'm going to be going on a diet of watermelon for a while to see if I can get that all nice and cured. I like watermelon. It was a secret weapon when I lost weight the first time I went to go see Bun. I lost a ton of weight for that. Watermelon. Great stuff. But still. Yeah, I'm in pain. I'm taking a lot of medicines. I have something to help with anxiety now because I never thought that I would have to have that, but here we are. So, that leads us to today. Randy. Happy Friday evening, boss. I'm sorry to hear that you've been dealing with the stressful situations. I believe things will get better for you. Much support from me to you. Thank you so much. And I do also believe that things will get better because I am making some lifestyle changes. And some of that also has to do with all of you. So, before we go into the Q&A, I'm going to talk about plans for the future. I'm not going anywhere, as I already said. I want to make that painfully clear. I'm not going anywhere because I like this too much, and I've already built a nice community of people that I don't want to just stop. But there have been some changes. Back when I became YouTube full-time, I was working at Office Depot. I quit because I found out that I was making more money per month on YouTube than I was at Office Depot. As a manager at Office Depot, customer service manager, barely paid anything more than other associates, but still manager. You think manager means decent money? I made more money on YouTube. And it was hard to balance both YouTube and Office Depot, so I left Office Depot to pursue my dream on YouTube. My stepfather was A-okay with it because I showed him the facts. I made an Excel spreadsheet and showed him how much I made doing how much work versus Office Depot. And he's like, yeah, you might as well keep doing that. I'm like, yep, yes, sir. And such began the pretty much more frequent streams, the nights chosen, the time chosen. The time chosen, it was a remnant of working at Office Depot because 9:30 Eastern was about the time I would get home because we would close at around 7 or 8 or so. I would leave around 8, and that would give me enough time to come back, eat food, then put up a stream. That's why the time hasn't changed. It's just been, it's ingrained in me now, especially now that I'm now Mountain Time. So streams now start at 7:30 for me, 9:30 Eastern. So it was terrible, but I'm glad that I was able to do YouTube and Twitch technically at the same time, but Restream messed up, and I'll have to look into that and see if it's fixed again. Here's the deal, though. There was a certain thing that happened, a certain event that happened that made things change, and that was COVID. Because of COVID, more people were at home. More people were watching stuff to stay entertained. This is the same time that I quit. Why didn't that show up? I heard it. Oh, it's because the... Huh? Do I have a... No? I do not know why there is... I do not... I'm just going to put that up the top. I do not know why the alert showed up or I heard it and it didn't show up on screen, and it still sounded like that there were 2 of them. So much apologies. It's going to just sound that way. I'll mute it if it's a problem. Yeah, COVID, people staying at home. More people were watching my stuff then. There are people that I saw join my streams that would bombard me with like donations, membership gifts, things like that. I had more sponsors then, more sponsorship opportunities that I did not take because none of them really were for you guys. Like, I had sponsors coming to me trying to peddle beauty products. I'm like, I am the wrong person for that. So I didn't take them, but still, I was doing well. Time passes. And I am not earning as much or growing as much on YouTube anymore. I've been watching that trend for a while now. And I've noticed a few things. Live streams are easy to do. Live streams are very easy to do. I can just set it up, play a game, chat with you guys, have a good time. Donations come in. It's great. And don't worry, I'll get to the few super chats here in a second. I'm just going to finish this little bit. You didn't hear the alerts? I thought you muted it? Well, okay, then. That means they're quiet enough. All right. I don't want them to get in the way. But still. So, yeah, I noticed a trend. And when... Perfect. I didn't hear an echo there. Yay. I noticed a trend. My subscribers went up when I started my Let's Play of Royal and my Let's Play of Reload. When I stopped, my subscriber count started to slowly drop. When I did them, I had more people coming into the streams. Especially in COVID time. I had so many people in streams, so many generous people, very nice people. People that even said, no, we're not going anywhere. Those people I've not seen for a long time. I have noticed the decline. I have noticed the change. And I have noticed recently the writing on the wall. And the writing on the wall is my channel can no longer be sustained in its current state. Things have also changed as far as how media is consumed these days. Back when I started YouTube, Let's Plays were the big thing. People would watch them for hours. Nowadays, the format has changed. It is either one of three things. It is either you make short form content for YouTube Shorts for people to get rapid fire entertainment at any time, which I get and I enjoy. 2, you do some sort of an edited content of some kind, of course, be it like video essays and the like. Video essays talking about old favorite games and such, top 10s, things like that. Those are always popular. Or number 3, longer Let's Plays, long plays, and the like. There are very few people out there who are still into standard 30-minute daily episode Let's Plays. Most people are into, it's either I want something quick and fast, I want something educational and interesting, or I want something that I can put on and listen to for a while in the background while I do work. I don't do any of those. The closest thing would be when I do a live stream and then it goes up, which would be a long form Let's Play. But there's a problem with that I have also noticed. For some reason, YouTube has not been pushing any of my live stream content. And the reason being is that it doesn't take the chat into as much consideration as it takes in comments and likes. So as engaging as the chat always is with every single live stream that I do, YouTube looks at this, looks at this, and is like, not as important. So I have been seeing all of these live streams that I've been doing continuously be seen by those that are subscribed to me, and maybe a random here and there, but that's it. Because YouTube doesn't push it. Because it sees that the engagement is during the live stream, and there's no engagement afterwards. Which means, why should they push something when the event is already over? And since live streams don't tend to get comments at all, despite us asking, I have realized that live streams can no longer sustain my channel. They were great during COVID, but COVID is no longer here. People are going back to work, people are going back to school, and the way that people get their entertainment has changed. So this is the decision that I have come to. Once the current with a big massive asterisk, and we'll get to that in a minute. Current assortment of live streams are done. I am going back to just live streaming one game. One game that my members vote on. We're going back to voting, people. We are going back to voting. And I'm going to vote on the single most popular game that people want me to play, and that is what I will play. If it's something that I want to do, but I'm not doing anything else for it, I'm going to enjoy it on my own. And as such, I will be returning to Let's Plays again. Because I miss doing it. Because since I'm not making the type of money that I used to on this channel, I don't have as much of a driving desire to go the quick and easy route and just throw up a live stream and call it a day. I enjoy making the live streams, and I enjoy the jokes. I enjoy the stuff that I do. And there's a reason this is twofold. This is actually twofold. First one, it's something that I enjoyed doing in the first place. And I can take my time with it, make it work well, make it good, make it fun, without feeling like I'm restricting myself to a schedule. And that I can do it like I used to do it. The fun of doing it, not trying to get money out of it, but because I just enjoy doing it, to build a following of people that enjoy it. I am still finding out that people are taking my reactions from the Persona 5 Let's Play and sharing them around. Just the other week, Akeem came to me and said, hey, there is somebody that took one of your clips and put it on TikTok. I think it was TikTok. It was either that or Instagram. Either way, nonetheless, it doesn't matter the platform. That somebody took it and posted it. It got tons of likes. Lots of people watched it. Lots of people enjoyed it. Laughed. I was not credited. But the point being is that people loved it. I made sure to put in the comments section that, hey, I appreciate you using my stuff, but it'd be nice if you credited me and such. But people are still finding my old reactions and enjoying them to this day. That leads to the second reason, and the second reason is because I'm able to do that very same thing myself. I make a joke, people laugh at joke, I make joke into short. I put short on TikTok, YouTube, and such, because typically those jokes are 1 to 3 minutes long, which I can now do on YouTube and other places. So why let other people do that when I can do it myself? And since people are doing short form content a lot of times, it'll show up. It'll show up. People will see it. People will be like, haha, that funny. I like Funny Man. Me go check out Funny Man. And that's when they will find my Let's Plays. Live streams too, but Let's Plays. The Ryuji explosion scene. Exactly. That is precisely the moment that I was talking about. Somebody liked the explosion scene so much that they took it and used it. That is when I realized that Let's Plays I was looking at differently. Let's Plays nowadays aren't just a 30-minute to an hour-long thing on YouTube that people can sit down and watch. It is a treasure trove of moments. You take those moments, you put them on your shorts, you put them on TikTok, you put them on Instagram or whatnot, and people will also watch those. And people that want more will then come to the channel. And that is going to allow me, with you all here, I don't know how many people are in the chat right now, but I'm still going to ask the chat. Persona 3 Reload is currently being streamed in place of live streamed, but we are now at the point of the live stream where it has now caught up with the Let's Play. 74? All right, 74 people. I am going to make a poll. And in that poll, I'm going to ask one single question, and it's going to be yes or no. There will not be any in-betweens. There will not be any, I don't care, I do not, there will not be any, you do whatever you want, boss. This is going to be a yes or no question. So if you wouldn't mind, if you have the opportunity to please vote. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to end the poll. Ah, yes, the dreaded yes or no. Let me do it again because I realized that I made it a choose one instead of a yes or no. So let me rephrase that question. Let me rephrase that question, actually. Whoops, I'm a dumb. Start poll. Here we go. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Oh. I'm over by 4 characters. There we go. Now I can post it. At least I thought I could. Excuse me. I would like to start the poll, please. There I can. All right. Perfect. Whew. All right. So, this way you guys can choose yourselves. Phantom Orochi, welcome to Mini Boss. Thank you so much. Now, while that's going on, I want to talk about a few more things. One of those is that there was a time when I wanted to split up my channel and have one channel be specifically Let's Plays, the other channel be live streams. Well, I have come to the decision, based off of a lot of obvious things, that would be a dumb idea. And here's why. Because Phantom Orochi has reminded me, because of what he has decided to do, Phantom Orochi is now a mini boss, which is great for this channel. It's great for this channel because it means that he has some benefits because of this channel. What if I moved everything over to live streams? Like, I moved my live streams to a specific live stream channel. You would lose all of those benefits because it's a different channel. I don't know if there's a way to keep all the channels under one thing to where you keep all that stuff when going over to the channel, but I don't think so. So if you became a member of this channel and then you went over to the live stream channel, you would not have your benefits. It wouldn't be there. So it's best to just have the live streams and the Let's Plays in one place. They're still gaming, they're still long-form gaming format, so it's not going to hurt the algorithm much like Dungeons & Dragons was. Dungeons & Dragons needed its own channel, which is fine. That's why it's no longer on this channel. It is on my Dungeons & Dragons channel now. So if anybody is still interested in my Dungeons & Dragons content, me playing the campaign with everybody, then you will have to go there. But for those of you that are not on my Discord, I always post it on the Discord. So, now then, that is what I want to do. And it already, no in-between option, can't dance around this poll. Yep, exactly, you can't dance around it. You have to say one or the other. And it already looks like many people are just like, yeah, 4 out of 5 people want it to be a Let's Play. So, that pretty much answers that. That's pretty much set in stone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dismiss it now. I'm going to ask another question. And this is going to be specifically for those that voted for live stream. I'm not going to make this a poll. I'm just going to ask you guys directly. You voted live stream. Most people voted for Let's Play, which means that people want me to do it as a Let's Play going forward. For those of you that wanted it to be a live stream, are you terribly disappointed that it's going to likely continue on as a Let's Play now? Is it going to affect your desire to want to watch it? Is it essentially pissing you off? Or is it like, well, I would have preferred a live stream, but I'm okay with a Let's Play. Like, is it... I truly want to know. I'm going to go with what the majority wants, but I still want the feedback. So, still curious on that. While we're doing that, let me take a look at some of the super chats that I missed. So, let me see. So, Congo's brain, gut, and apartment were the actual final bosses. I knew it. Jokes aside, you deserve 3-week stay at a quiet island and a hug. God, I want... Hey, no echo. I fixed it. I want a vacation. Like, the past few weeks being away has not felt like a vacation. It's just felt like more stress. So much more stress. Cody Black, God, I really hope you get better, boss. I really do. Thank you. Lightbane, but eyeliners would have made you look fabulous. Oh, you're talking about my beauty sponsorships? Yeah, just peddling their Temu wares. I'm dragging or react to stuff like Death Battle, other top 10 or watch. Yeah, reaction content. I couldn't do that. I'd be so bored. I mean, I did want to do a reaction to Bowser versus Eggman for Death Battle, but I feel like I would have been lost in the ether with everybody else doing that one. I actually took an entire day just watching that and then other people's reactions to that. Phantom Orochi became a mini boss. Thank you again, Phantom Orochi. Ed, no in between option, can't dance around this pole. Exactly. Lightbane starts dancing on the pole, throws shirt to the crowd. Please don't do that. This is a family channel. Sozo, how's the chicken piccata doing? We haven't done chicken piccata in a little while. We should make that again. I mean, we did it somewhat recently, like last month, but chicken piccata is one of my favorites anyway. I personally want it to be a Let's Play because I want you to not have to be on all the time. Like, I know you love us, but taking some time to make some content could benefit you and us. Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's part of the reason why I've been so hesitant in going back to Let's Plays. It's because some of the Let's Plays that I did in the past have led to very few views. Even Persona 3 Reload didn't get very many views. The last episode that I did, the very last episode that I did for the Let's Play of it, didn't break 1,000. When all the other ones did, or came close. Nobody was interested. Nobody watched it. That was the one where I started doing my social links with Chihiro, and I started with Nozomi, and I had some jokes in there that I really enjoyed. Nobody watched it. It had maybe about 600 views. This is Persona 3 Reload. Overall has fewer people watching it than Persona 5 Original and my Persona 3 FES. It's almost like nobody really wanted to watch Persona 3 Reload. And I wasn't sure why. That was what initially got me to stop. When that episode did so poorly, and I was taking a look at the trend, I was seeing that the people watching it dipped rapidly. And I thought, it can't be the game. People love Persona. It has to be me. I'm the problem. I mean, why wouldn't anybody watch this otherwise, right? It has to be me. So I stopped. And I realized that I just didn't want to do Let's Plays. Because why do that why put all that effort in? When live streams are so easy to set up and I make money doing it. Let's Plays I don't make money out of. And I'd put more work into those. Why? What is the point? What is the point of working harder for nothing than to work easier for something? And then I finally realized it's the longevity. The live streams are there in a moment, and then they're just gone. The Let's Plays set a bit of a legacy that even if people don't watch them now, they might find them later. I still have people going back to watch my old content. My popular old content, but still, I still do. I never get people going back, leaving comments saying that they were watching my live streams. That is why my subscribers are going down. The Let's Plays allow me to be creative. Live streams, I make money. Let's Plays, I get to be creative. And when I get to be creative, I have more fun with it because I love your reactions. I love your reactions to it. So, it is right now that I am going to officially declare Let's Plays will be returning to the channel. They will not be frequent. They will not be rushed. I think that's the term I'm trying to look for. They will not be rushed. They will be crafted for an experience that may last longer than the game is even popular anymore. But as long as you stick around, I will promise you, you will have a fun time, at the very least. So what games will I live stream instead? Like I've mentioned, it's going to be based off of what the members will vote on. That is going to be, going forward again, one of their biggest boons is that whatever membership that you are is how strong your vote is. So mini bosses, 1 vote. Mid bosses, regular boss, 2 votes. Super bosses, 3 votes. Something like that. Even right now, I'm starting to feel right in my gut here that building, burning anxiety feeling. I hate it. I hate it. I know what it is. I know what it is. So I can kind of fuck me. I can kind of fuck me right in the butt. Right up there with everything that you have. Just go on ahead, grab whatever you have on hand, and just bend me over, shove it straight up, give it a couple of twists, and then grab a hammer and start hammering it like a chisel. Patient one. Hi, patient one. How are you? How you doing? Can't fund the vacation for you, but maybe this helps. A nice spa day. I want to hug you so much. I'm sorry I can't help as much as I did in the past. It's okay. This is okay. I'll finish reading, and I know I'm not as close to you as others, but you'll always be one of my favorites. All best wishes, Logan. Thank you. Thank you so much. And there's a bunch of coins coming up. Honey, you need to ask. Wow, you flexible bun must like. Oh dear. Oh dear. Lost train of thought. Okay. Oh god, I gotta. Focusing. Thank you. But it's. I know what I was gonna say. You know why I was basically telling you, please worry about yourself first? I will always keep saying that, and that is why I am willing to kind of cut back on money making and go back to creativity, because I'm okay financially now. I am okay financially. It's nice to get the tips because that goes towards my investments, which that is why I'm at where I'm at right now. It's because of investing. So super chats and this stuff, that goes towards investments, which those investments make money. And then when I make money off of the money, then that's more money, which means we could live. So I'm not going to stop. But at the very same time, I'm always going to encourage to please take care of yourselves first. Okay? So we are very thankful. We are very thankful. And I've got so many Jack Bakers punching me in the face here. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to read some of the super chats, and then we are going to get into the Q&A. So yeah, officially Let's Plays are coming back, and live streams are going to be taking a back seat. I'm going to still do both, but now it's instead of me juggling multiple projects, I can now focus on 1 instance of Dungeons & Dragons, maybe 2 if I wish to join a group as a player, 1 stream, and 1 Let's Play. And as a result, I'm going to have plenty of time to focus on that Let's Play and craft it. Because making you all laugh is the reason why you're here, is it not? Is it not? There is, however, a large chance, and KDC's become Super Boss. God damn it. Thank you, KDC. Thank you, KDC. Thank you so much. And again, I'll get to the super chats I missed here in a second. There's a very, very large chance that Bud and I are going to have a night every now and then to live stream us together. Because there's a large group of people that want me to play Thousand Year Door. Again, continue that with Bun. Now that it's been remade, we want to start it. I married you because you made me laugh. Yay! I am the Roger Rabbit. I have a hot wife that likes me because I make her laugh. Nice and busty too. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, God damn it, chest. So many punches in the face. Oh God. Thoughts. Already, brain died. Yes, Bun and me doing stuff because people want me to do Thousand Year Door. People want us to do the upcoming expansion to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That was a lot of fun. And there are other games that we want to play together. Bowser's Inside Story. I got punched again! Bowser's Inside Story. As another one. So there's a bunch of stuff that we can play together that I know that our dynamic will allow us to have some fun with it. So, since there are a lot of people that have asked about it, hello? Hello. And off she goes. Andrew, welcome to Mini Boss. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now then. So yes, we will probably... Fuck me! Look, I'm not looking for pity. Please stop. Please, I promise you I am not just doing this to be like, I need pity. No, please stop. Everything's fine. I'm getting punched in the face constantly. Ah! Oh God, Light Pain. Light Pain sent 5 memberships. Who are the winners? Who are the winners? Let's see. Mimi, Ash Von Fabre, the Big Justin, Animator, and Darun Demi. Congratulations to all of you. This isn't pity. Yes, it is. It's pity. No. Damn it. Ah, God. I need to take a moment. I need to get to the super chats. This is us saying we will all be your fans, and this is why I don't want to go anywhere. Because even though I have only 20,000 people subscribe to me, and it hasn't really gone any higher or lower than that for the longest time, I have built such a great community in the long run. I have a Discord that's actually active with people. I have people here in chat all the time. I have people looking forward to my newest stuff despite me being so all over the fucking place with my content. I have been so over the top with some stuff and all over the place that I'm surprised I am still here. I thank you guys. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. All right. I need to read a bunch of these super chats and other things that came in, and then Akira turned into Super Boss. Fuck me. Chest. It's all the excitement. It's all the excitement. Yeah. It's all the excitement. Ah. Damn it. I'm okay. All right, it's like 15 minutes of stuff here that I need to get through. Let's see. All right, what have I caught up to? All right, 13 minutes ago. First, with Eric, I'm fine with the Let's Play series, but I think doing a Let's Play series with a bunch of edits takes more time than simply streaming it. It does, but then I get to be artistic about it. Then I can cut out the fluff and just include what's fun. Include the story bits, include the jokes, and cut out the fluff. Make it a tight narrative story and much less of me messing up on stream, but there will still be those times for for me mess up. Yes. Either way. Let's see. From Winchester Brothers, get well soon, boss. Health is important and wishing nothing but the best in your healing journey. And know that we are all here for you. Take care of yourself, boss. Thank you so much. And yeah, I know I can recover from this. It's going to take time and medication. It's going to take all of the drugs. All the drugs. All the doctor prescribed drugs. Not illegal drugs, but all the drugs. Ash Fun Fabre, just saying, I feel you on the death of a parent. I occasionally feel like I'm seeing my dead mom in stores sometimes. Your content is great, though. Thank you so much. And I see my parents in dreams, so I still see them every now and then. So regardless of playing on and offline, have you considered playing other co-op games with Bun to de-stress? So I think I basically already kind of covered that. So that was a question. We're not in the Q&A part yet, but I'll just answer that now because I technically already answered it. And then Cody Black is a super boss. God damn it! Fuck me! Don't do. Don't overdose. I won't overdose. I promise. I am very careful about overdosing on anything. I'm terrified of it. I don't even overdose on caffeine. Like, Bud can attest to that. I don't overdose to caffeine. Patient One. I saw that one. Thank you again, Patient One. Faulkner. I think know the answer, but do you think you'll ever bring back Persona 4 Golden? Also, which would help more donations or comments on videos? They help. Okay. Persona 4 Golden is a unique beast. And I'm going to attempt to re-upload or at least reactivate the series because it is something that I enjoyed doing a lot, but my God, choosing to do those anime cutscenes was a bad idea because the license holder to that really hated it. And I mean, they hated it. They did not want any episode of mine to go up that had any anime opening episode or anything at all, even if I dubbed over Narukami myself because of the fun of it. But I want it to be there, but at its current state, pretty much everything would have to be edited, even the intro song, because that came from, you guessed it, the fucking anime. So maybe if I uploaded it now, it would be okay. I could try. Also, looking back, a lot of my takes were kind of cringe, but oh well, I had fun doing it. Let's see, and to answer your question, what helps more, donations or comments? They help in two different ways. Donations help me financially, but they don't help the algorithm. Comments don't help me financially, but they do help the algorithm. What's going to help me longer in the long run? Are comments and likes. Engagement with the video. This is why I thought, oh, the chat's engagement, right? Well, YouTube sees it a little bit differently. It sees it as engagement, but quick engagement before it peters off. Whereas comments are a little bit more steady and long form. So overall, no matter what it is, likes, comments, subscribes, those are what help the algorithm. That is why all the YouTubers keep asking for it every single video, and I haven't done it, but I need to do so. All right. I agree with Sozo. I rewatched both you and Bun play Paper Mario and Kirby and noticed that there is 1,000 views. Yeah. I consider 1,000 views a decent accomplishment for my subscriber count. So if it has 1,000 views, then I'm happy. Well, you flexible Bun must like, indeed. I am so flexible. I'm as flexible as an elephant that has been hog-tied and dragged a couple of miles. Very, very flexible. Let's see. Hey, boss, hope you feel better. Also, might suggest some disc plates for your wall. I think you might like them. I like disc plate. Too bad that the disc plate doesn't like me because disc plate is expensive. I've looked at disc plate a lot. They are very expensive. So I'll think about art. Don't worry, I'll think about art in some kind. Art's Veil. It was the Let's Plays that brought me to your channel back when I was 14, 25 right now, and it's glorious memories and goofs and gaffs that still make me smile to this day. And I'm happy that you've been around that long, and as you can see, I'm still using your art to this day. You have been easily one of my favorite artists. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support, Art's Veil. Joe Lott grabs you by the cheeks, looking you dead in the eyes. An artist is their own worst critic. You have finally taken the steps to get past that hurdle. Next time you get a bad episode, just keep going. I did a bad, so I quit. No! Oh boy. It is true. I am my own worst critic. And I even told Bun this. She had a similar situation. She had a comment on a video that got like 11,000 likes, but she was unfortunately hit with the occasional bad egg that was constantly sending her pings on her phone because it's on Instagram, saying how they disagree with her comment and this big reason why, and calling her things and making her feel bad, making her cry. And I'm just like, on one hand, doing the math, it's only 0.02% of these people are giving you a hard time. But on the other hand, I wouldn't want to wake up almost every single day to see another trash-talking comment on my phone either. But the point is that I was trying to encourage her to be like, you appealed to more people than those who disliked it. So why not appeal to those who like it than those who dislike it? And I got to follow my own advice. If people don't like the content, then they don't like the content. But if a majority of people do like it, that is what I stick with. All right. Katie became a super boss. Thank you, Ken. Katie married you because I made you laugh fun. Lightbane, I told you this before, but it was you that got me back into Monster Hunter, funnily enough, and you who got me into Discord and my first community of people I now love like family. Thank you, boss. Oh God, if he loves him like family, then Lightbane is the uncle. He is the dad joking uncle. It makes sense now. It makes perfect sense now. Andrew became a mini boss. Thank you again, Andrew. Then there was the gifted memberships. Oh God, memberships. Patient one. I'd love to see Split Fiction or It Takes Two. Akeem, I think, gifted us It Takes Two, so that might be something that we can do. Akira Kitaru, my girlfriend is the same way, boss. Then I'm glad. See, it is nice to know when other people feel and understand exactly as you do, even if it's like not like they experience themselves or anything like that. Maybe they saw it secondhand from somebody else or have different something similar. It is nice to have that camaraderie. Skylar, accept the love, or I will come to Canada and rampage around. God damn it! You don't want to do that. There's a reason why that the Geneva Convention happened. You don't want to fuck with Canadians. CZG has become a member. Thank you so much, CZG. Thank you so much. Edge Sight, it's not pity, it's love. Now shut up and take our money and affection. Ah! Eric, I always enjoyed your Yu Narukami personification in dub over the anime cutscenes in Persona 4 Golden Let's Play. I still often fantasize about voicing Yosuke Persona 4 Gold and fandom mod with you and other people. I wanted to do that. I was actually a part of somebody's fandub a long time ago. They were doing a fandub of the Persona 3 movies, and I voiced Hidetoshi and a thug, and it was fun. I had my own take on it, and he took it because it was so silly and off the wall. It actually still makes me laugh whenever I go back. Some people recognize my voice on that, but he and I were in collaboration and script writing for a Persona 4 abridged, but it never got off the ground. There was just too much happening in both of our lives, mine especially. I just could not commit to it, and then we kind of split apart. I haven't heard from him in sense. So I don't think he even watches my stuff anymore. But it is what it is. All right, that is all the super chats. So here's what we're gonna do. We are now going to get into the Q&A session of this, and I think that there's actually something I can do in the chat to make start a Q&A, answer viewer questions live. Yeah. Let's see. Start Q&A. Ask your questions here, I guess. I don't know how this works. Oh, okay. Yeah, there should be a tab up now that allows you to ask your questions, and I can then see them in there, and then I just get to them, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll, because that is basically, it has not changed. It's 79:21 now, but, you know. So, yeah, okay, yep, I've seen them show up now. So, perfect. All right. So, oh God. All right. So please put your questions in there and I will get to them. I'm going to take a break while we are getting these questions in. So let's see. Best place that I can also see the chat. And no, wait, I can pop this out. I can pop that out. Yeah. Wait. Maybe not. No, that's to ask something. Okay, I have to see it on here then. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to have this up on a separate screen.
Before you go on your break, did you see Skylar's membership post?
No, I didn't. Let me take a look here. Where was that? A Skylar membership post.
It was higher up.
It was higher up. I see this one, Accept the Lover, I'll Come to Canada. I responded to that one.
No, it was the other one. No. It should be on the chat if you want to look up there. Basically he was scroll up here. Higher. Further. There. That one.
There it is. That didn't show up. Wait, it was after Joe Lot. I missed it. It is there. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. I tried to get you on Discord, but you didn't respond.
Because I didn't have Discord up because I'm juggling so many screens. I'm going to. I have so many screens right now. Sorry, Skylar. I apparently had it drowned. My very first Let's Play I saw of you was Persona 3 FES. At the time, I was dating this girl who was a super Persona 3 fan. Because of that, I got a lifelong friendships from you and the others. Thank you, big bro. You are so wait. So you got introduced to me because of somebody you were dating? Hell yeah. All right.
Also,
Now,
don't forget about Royal. About what we're going to be doing with Royal.
I'll get to that.
You opened up Q&A, so I thought that you forgot about it.
What, was that a question in the Q&A or was that a comment?
No, I thought you were going to bring that up alongside Reload.
No, that was part of discussing about doing things with you.
Oh.
Well, I guess I didn't mention Reload or Royal. Yes, we're gonna do Reload Royal. Persona is happening. Can I take my break, please? I need a break. Oh God, let me have a break now. right. And I'm back, and I just got a super chat from SMK8, the Mushroom Rookie. One of two? Oh, good grief. Oh, what the hell is happening? You guys see this? It's all glitching out. Is that just me? It's glitching out my screen. I don't think it likes it. Look at that. If it's just me, then I sound probably like I'm crazy. Oh, well. But hey, boss, first super chat I've ever sent. Really? It's the first one you've ever sent? Well, thank you so much. But I want to let you know that ever since I saw your clip in the Persona 5 compilation, you and this community have been part of my reason to create content on YouTube and Kick. Hey, I'm glad that, for one, I'm glad that compilation has helped me get more people to see my stuff, for one. And two, that you've been enjoying it. And three, that you've been wanting to, that you've been doing your own stuff. So good job. I'm glad that you're doing something that you're enjoying. And I wish all the best to you for that too. But again, thank you so much too. Thank you so much. Not just for the super chat, but also the support as well. It's glitchy on stream, not in chat. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, I moved Bowser down. Bowser's been moved down. I also have a big, I haven't opened up the box because I've been lazy, but I have another one of these that's a nice big one that I'm going to put over here. And it's a much higher resolution. So this thing is like only 16 by 16. This is, I think, 32 by 32 or something. I think the next one is like 100 something by 100 something. So it'll make things look really nice. But I figured that I'd do what I used to do, and that is whatever is the theme of the game that I'm playing, I make those based off the theme, just to continue on with having some things in the background. I only have my name up here because I don't have anything over there. It'd be blank space. So I'm doing the best I can to make things a little bit more lively behind me. So we'll see. What I do want to do is get some RGB lights to shine behind me so that it's not on my face, but it's still some colors going on back there. Just for fun, and the second part, damn, both 20s. Thank you so much, man. It's been my dream to be a small part of the gaming world from a young age, and laughing, raging, and coming together in a community online and making friends is a part of that. Thank you for being my inspiration. How am I an inspiration? Aren't there more important and bigger time YouTubers out there? I'm not an inspiration to nobody. Nobody knows and cares about me. I'm just a guy, and I just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, there's a ton of questions. I'm going to do the best I can to answer as many of these questions as I can. Okay? I can't promise I'm going to get through all of them. We're going to go into our normal time. Our normal time. If we are close, then I'll still do it. Like if it takes another 30 minutes or so. But if it's going to be like 1 a.m. for me, which is 3 a.m. for Eastern time, that might be a little bit nuts. So we're going to do the best that we can. All right. So, let me see. So, I believe it starts here with Faulkner. And if you think that you entered a question and I did not answer it for whatever reason, then please, is there a way I can delete these as I go? So I don't actually delete one? No. Well, yes, there is. Well, I'll be fine. I don't want to actually delete something I shouldn't. All right. So, yeah. Go on ahead and ask questions. If it allows you only just one, then make sure it counts. If it allows you multiple, please don't ask a bazillion questions. Like, give it some time. Maybe wait until I answer the first question that you asked, and then I'll ask another one. Just be nice about the. Yeah, there's bigger YouTubers that just not. No, they're not. They're not me. They're much bigger and better, and they do things. They got a better camera, and they have big. Ahem! What is your favorite Let's Play that you've done so far? Damn. Honestly, I think my favorite one was actually Persona 4 Golden. I had the most fun with that one. Yeah. I think my absolute favorite Let's Play that I've ever done was Persona 4 Gold, which sucks because it's not on my channel right now. So if I had to pick what's on my channel, then... I mean, it's still a Persona game. It's probably going to end up being probably going to be 5. Only because of the fact that by then I had a little bit more experience and I'd still have plenty of gags going on. I had a relatively good thing going at the time, making all those jokes, but there were still mistakes. There were still plenty of mistakes. One of them being that I had my alerts system set up, but they were kind of loud and obnoxious, and people were sending super chats during really important story beats that made things annoying for people watching. So I made mistakes, and I've learned from them. Still, I would consider that one. If not for Persona 4 Golden, then that one. As far as live streams are concerned, that's a hard one, but I will answer that some of my favorite live streams would be the Henry Stickmin collection, only because that was just 2 nights of utter chaos, and it's still getting views to this day. I don't know fucking how. It's Henry Stickmin, but my God, it is popular. So I'm cool with that. So the Henry Stickmin collection did great. Silent Hill 2, the remake of Silent Hill 2, despite health issues, that was just a fantastic experience. I loved the game. I loved doing it with you guys. It was just... It changed me, because I had my favorite horror games, but then that came out and it's just like, hey, Silent Hill 2, nice, I'm better. I'm like, oh, okay. I love Strikers. I loved doing Persona 5 Strikers. I think Strikers is my favorite Persona spinoff so far. So I did enjoy that a ton. And I think there was one more that I remember really... Of course, Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Vengeance. 5 and Vengeance, both of them. I had such the best time with 5 and Vengeance. I looked forward to 5 and Vengeance every single time. I loved it. I am highly anticipating the next Shin Megami Tensei game. Well, one has come out recently, Raido, which is Shin Megami Tensei Detective Agency, and I am interested in that, but like pure Shin Megami Tensei because of its Pokemon-like gathering up creatures and then boosting them up the way that you want to, so you can have any demon be as strong as you want them to be. Because I went through that game with Pixie! I buffed that Pixie so much. Pixie's fucking, like, over there lifting like 1,000-pound dumbbells. My Pixie was jacked. Magically jacked, but still jacked. That was a fun time. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna... Oh! Ones with Bun. Pretty much all of them, though. And all the ones I did with Bun were great, because Miitopia was a hilarious time. They were all hilarious times. I think some of my favorite clips that we've ever gotten has been some of the clips I got from Kirby, where I'm realizing that I can do a side dash and I fall off the side screaming that I'm about to kill this crocodile, and then he turns out invincible, I can't hurt him, and I'm just crying as I'm flying away, and this Bun is just sitting there dying laughing. Our voice work on Thousand Year Door. Ah, man. There's a ton of them that I really, really loved. There was a ton of them I really, really loved. Man, Miitopia was fun too. So I am looking forward to Tamagotchi coming out next year. Anyway, move on to the next one. Who has the cutest butt? Chie or me? Answer wisely. Hun. This is a question from Bun. Hun. One is real and the other is fake. One can actively sit on my face, the other one cannot. Whose do you think is the best one, as that has now been revealed? One I can actually firmly grasp and caress. The other one I can just look at. And that's about it. I'm pretty sure you win, Bun. I'm pretty sure you fucking win. Just by an enormous amount. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think he's a butt dude. Oh no, just I'm an everything dude. I'm a girl dude. I'm all about them hips, the masses, the boobs, the thighs, everything in between. I like them all. And Button's got a great assortment of them. Bun's evil cackling. Look, she might be my video game crush and has been for a very long time, but there's something that you need to understand. She will always just be a video game character. She's not real. You are real. That the audience demanded answers. Fuck it! Oh, man. All right. From Blade Griffin, and I see that he has a few questions, but one is much later down the line, so we will count that as fair. So Blade Griffin asks, oh, he has 2 questions. Well, they're brief questions. So, are you ticklish, or what is your favorite music? Yes, I'm ticklish. I'm ticklish everywhere. I am horribly, horribly, horribly ticklish. What kind of music do I like? I like all kinds of music. I like jazz. Do you like jazz? I like jazz. Smooth jazz, though, mostly. I like all kinds of rock. We're talking like 80s rock. We're talking progressive rock. We're talking about punk rock. We're talking about emo rock. I mean, if there's an electric guitar involved, I probably like it. And I also listen to a whole lot of video game soundtrack stuff, like all the time. So, yeah. What games are, from Alicia Connell, what games are you planning to play on Halloween Terror Time again? Indeed. Silent Hill F releases a few days, if not 1 week before October. So Silent Hill F will be played. There's also Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. There is also, God, it's feeling like last year, isn't it? Because I like Poppy Playtime as well. For fuck's sake, it's starting to feel like last year. We got a Silent Hill game. We got a Five Nights at Freddy's game. We got a Poppy Playtime game. We got Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 that came out way early this year, but I still haven't played it. So, at least those 3. There has been a trailer released recently for Chapter 5 of Deception. Dark Deception. You know, that was strangely popular when I played it. I don't know why it was that popular, but it was popular, but it was good. I was invested. But Chapter 5 finally got a trailer. So, no release date. So I'm hoping it's in time. But if not, I'll eventually play it. I would love more mortuary assistant stuff, but I think that game is done. And I hope that there's more of something like that in the future, because I love Mortuary Assistant a lot. One of the best horror games of all time. But right now, at the very least, the ones that are set in stone are Silent Hill, FNAF, Poppy Playtime, and you know what? There was a lot of people that wanted me to play the Resident Evil 4 remake. A lot of people wanted me to do that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the Resident Evil 4 remake. I will do the Resident Evil 4 remake. I have it, and I can play it in VR. So I might play it in VR. We'll see. We'll see. Well, if I play it in VR, I won't be able to see the chat. Either way, I loved it. I loved it to death when I played it. I'll play it again. I'll play it again for you guys. Amanda the Adventurer 2, that's going to be like 1 or 2 episodes, so we could probably do that too. I do have it. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it. There will probably be enough time for some one-shots. There will be some time for some one-shots, but it's going to be entirely dependent on how long it's going to take me to get through Silent Hill and Secret of the Mimic. Because Poppy Playtime is going to be 1 or 2 episodes, and a lot of the other things that I'm even remotely interested in are going to take 1 or 2 episodes. Resident Evil 4 is going to take all week. It will take all week. That is a long one. So, now then. Oh, from OK. You excited for Persona 4 Revival? Am I excited for a remake in modern graphics of my favorite video game of all time? One that I have played so many times that I think I might have actually played it more than Star Ocean 2, my original favorite game of all time. The game that, when it first came out, I didn't know anything about it, that when I was stuck in my sister's house, dog sitting for her for 2 weeks, no, longer than that, like almost like a month, that I was there and playing Persona 3 almost until its end. But right before I got to the end, I'm like, I'm kind of curious to see what Persona 4 is like, because I'm one of those people that when I reach the end, I don't want it to end, so I move on to something else. And then I was like, my whole life was opened up as Persona 4 quickly devoured everything in sight as my favorite game of all time. And now that was updated to Golden, which made the best even better. And now, years later, we're getting a remake with modern graphics. Things look more realistic and in motion than ever. Where they took a lot of the characters of Persona 3 and made them look damn good. And they're going to do that to Persona 4? Yes, I'm excited for it! Yes, I am! I am very much excited for it. Oh my god! Yes! Unfortunately, I have to wait until 2028 for it. 2027 at the earliest. They've already come out and said, hey, look, the teaser that we gave you, it's only because we had no choice and the cat was out of the bag. So here's a little throw together of the pre-alpha Narukami running through Inaba for you. There you go. You have that. It's like, oh, great, it's coming out soon, right? Nope. They came out and said, yeah, it's going to probably be around 2027. And if they're going to be doing 2027, it's going to be delayed, because they always are going to get delayed, because I would rather them be delayed and finely crafted to be better. So 2028, you will see the greatest Let's Play I will ever do, because that's, if Persona 4 Golden was my magnum opus, Revival will be my magnum opus. I am going all in on that shit. My favorite game? Of course. I just hope that they treat certain things with respect. Kanji and Naoto. I do not want Kanji and Naoto's characters to change. I want their characters to be the same. With how things are nowadays, I know there's going to be a push for certain changes. I don't want those changes to occur. What I want instead is respect given to their characters, addressing what their actual flaws are and how the people see them, and treating it respectfully. I just want the respect. So we will see, because there's a lot of backlash right now after Persona 5 blew up and people were like, let's play the older ones. Then they go to 4 and they're like, we don't like this one because of what they did to Kanji and Naoto. They missed the point of Kanji and Naoto if that was the case. But I also blame the age of the game, because it came out in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, and translations and such. So for today's audience, I want them to treat them with respect. That's all. Now, moving on. From Daisha Newton. Is it Daisha Newton or Daisha Newton? Either way. How's the Nintendo Switch doing for you? It's nice. I mean, I enjoy it. It's a very nice console. There's not a whole lot out for it, but it has boosted up a lot of the stuff I used to have. And there's really no need to have a Switch 1 anymore, unless you want a mod. If you want to put mods on it and such, because of what they're doing with bricking systems if you try to mod it. But that's why I'm keeping my Switch 1, so in case I want to play modded Super Smash Brothers, because I have Super Smash Brothers modded on there. I want to play modded Smash Bros. I want to play as my King K. Rool with the cartoon voice of King K. Rool. God damn it. But yeah, it's a great system. I just wish that there was more for it, because Mario Kart World died almost as soon as it came out because of the controversy. And Donkey Kong Bonanza should have been their launch title. Donkey Kong Bonanza, so good, you guys. If there's a question about that, I'll go into more detail. But at least right now, I'm going to say it is so good, you guys. Seriously, if you're even remotely interested in Donkey Kong Bonanza, like even the slightest bit, do yourself a favor. Play it. You want to play a game of monkey smash. See gold thing, smash gold thing. Me get gold, me get banana. While other things are trying to take things seriously, but you're just angry monkey punching things. Where every single solution is punch it. You punch thing and it make thing work. And when you make thing work, it allow you go more punch thing hard. Then go enjoy a game that make you go punch thing hard. Yay. It is so fun, you guys. Izanagi, this isn't a question, but thank you for helping find this family of lunatics I feel comfortable with. You all are a bunch of lunatics. Absolutely crazy people. And I'm so happy for it. From Andrew, is there a chance we could chat sometime if we're free, regardless of the conversation? At least to catch up with times instead of gaming. I gotta be honest, I have not been very chatty with people lately, and it has a lot to do with a lot of the stress that I've been going through. But I have noticed that you have been hopping on to Dead by Daylight a lot more, and there have been many opportunities that I could have joined you, and I didn't, and I really want to because I do enjoy us playing. And I'm sorry that I end up bringing in a lot of try-hard killers when we play, because it tries to matchmake based off of who the highest MMR player is in the group, and if mine really is that high, then I am sorry. But hey, more challenges make you a better player. But it is fun if we could get like 5+ people and then we could just play as friends. So we need to do that more. I tried to do that a long time ago, if you remember, and then I was fucking banned because of the file editing. Well, funny thing is that I was able to transfer all my information to a brand new Steam account, but the only reason I wanted to play on PC in the first place was because I could use a mouse and keyboard. Well, guess what they fucking did in this last patch? They made keyboard and mouse compatible for it on the Xbox and the PlayStation. So I don't even need it on Steam anymore. I can just play it on PlayStation like I did before. Bun, that expensive $200 fucking thing that I got, that I plugged in to allow me to play with a mouse and keyboard on the PlayStation 5 for Dead by Daylight, I don't need it anymore. They made it built in now. So I don't even need to play on PC anymore. I can avoid the chat and the toxicity of all that nonsense, and I can just play on the console. Oh, God. By the way, to continue to answer your question, yes, we should catch up. Lightbane. Oh, before that, I see that Carlos Garcia has come as a super boss. Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you so much. I should pop in and out of, let's see. Okay, I do have the feed up in case I miss a chat. In fact, I think I saw one from Lightbane that I missed. Bigger yes, my friend. No. Talking about bigger YouTubers, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lightbane. If the dove is the bird of peace, is the bird of love the swallow? The bird of love is the duck. And here's why. A duck, when it's horny, has this very shockingly enormous, almost corkscrew-shaped cock that when it penetrates into its mate, it releases some kind of a barb that prevents it from being pulled out until it is done. Therefore, that makes the duck the true bird of love. Because nothing says love more like jamming it in and never pulling out. Isn't that right, Bun? Hey, Light Bane asked. I'm only answering. I'm only answering the question. I'm only answering the question. I'm not gonna skip a question. I'm gonna answer. Ash Fun Fabre. Would you play Sly Cooper or Spyro the Dragon? Let me finish. My partner would love that. Also, I got him to agree to watch Thousand Year Door Let's Play in the future. He doesn't watch Let's Play usually, so this is saying something. Oh, did you know the female has a corkscrew vagina? And in the opposite direction? Ah, so it's truly locked in place. Ducks are amazing. You sort of quacked up in the head. You'll never look at Donald the same way again. But to answer Ash's question, unfortunately, I did not grow up with Sly Cooper or Spyro the Dragon. I tried both, but I was really young then, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going to go back to Mario. So I never really got an appreciation for them. So I have no feelings towards them whatsoever. If there was a huge outcry for me to play them, then I probably would, just because a lot of people want me to. Like, if there was a brand new game, it's like, this game's awesome, you're gonna play it, then perhaps. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. So, much apologies, but Sly Cooper and Spyro are just not big for me. I had a PlayStation, but I played PlayStation mostly for RPGs. So my PlayStation and PlayStation 2 experiences were RPGs and horror games. Yeah, I should be more specific. RPGs and horror games. Those were my PlayStation collections. Nintendo was my more mascot type stuff. So my Mario, my Zelda, my Kirby, all that. So unfortunately, no Sly Cooper or Spyro. I didn't even play Crash Bandicoot. So, sorry. Let's see. Solar Blaze. So this is a tad bit off topic, but the Let's Plays that got me into your channel was Fatal Frame 4. Blurry Faces! Oh god, I need to do the Fatal Frame games again. If there's enough time in October, I might do Fatal Frame. One of them. I still need to play 3. Wait. I played and finished 1. I just finished 2 for the first time. And that was on the channel as a live stream. And I've done 4. 4 was one of my favorite horror games, like, for the longest time. Yeah, so I still have 3 and 5 to do. I tried to do 5, but then it didn't get a lot of traction. But that's me just being like, meh, nobody's watching, so I best not play anymore. Yeah, I need to stop doing that because I wanted to play it. I got so excited when it was announced. I'm like, Fatal Frame 5? Oh boy! And then I never play it because I'm just like, I gotta save that for my channel. I gotta just start putting in my head that you want game, you play game. If you want to play game again for channel, you play game for channel. And because of that mindset, I have lost out on a lot of experiences that I enjoyed, such as Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Either way. So, I'm wondering if you ever do a stream of that. Fatal Frame 4, I might redo it. If, I mean, it's been a long enough time. I could definitely redo it. I mean, we could always appreciate Ruka's ass on screen once again, being fully grippable as it is. Though I must apologize to all those that are fans of Ruka's ass. Bun is still better. Let's see. Andrew Wyant, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. When are you continuing it? I am continuing it as soon as I can. I do not want to quit it. Do not worry. I am so desperate to finish that game. You have no idea. And mostly for the fact that I want to see how it ends. I want to see what's going on with it. And maybe teeny little bit of wanting to see Skylar's reaction to when I inevitably get Tifa up there in that Ferris wheel. All right. Eggsite, what you and Bun's favorite foods? Bun likes chili. There's a specific chili recipe that her mom made that I have not only been able to take and remake, but perfect. So she enjoys the chili that I make. But I'll send her the things. Like it. She also likes some of the chicken that I make. She used to not like chicken that much, and then I made chicken, and she's like, "Oh, this is what chicken's supposed to be." I'm like, yes. Want to see me in a zero suit? I want to see you in a no suit. But any kind of clothing that really kind of accents certain parts of you would obviously be a good... Why do you think I'm asking you to start putting on more goth-like clothes, honey? Why do you think? Because you fit the definition of the big titty goth girlfriend. Because you have a good chest and a good ass, and you would rock that shit. So, yeah. Let me make sure that I'm all cut up here. So that was Fatal Frame 4. Rebirth, got that. You said my name right? Yeah, yay! Oh, I only answered Blood Servers. Mine, I've got a few. I've got a lot. Right now, I'm on a pizza kick because I can't find good pizza anywhere. Last time I was able to find good pizza was when I was back in Georgia, and there was a mom and pop's place that opened up. Their pizza was so fucking good, I ordered it 2 nights in a row. It was that fucking good. But I can't find like that kind of pizza anywhere because most of the pizza places around here are either chain restaurants like Boston Pizza, Pizza Hut, and the like, or they're more Greek or Indian pizzas, which they're good, don't get me wrong. They just have a distinct kind of taste when what I really, really want is that New York style, or at the very least Neapolitan. The closest that I've been able to find of that has been a place that is near Bun's place and Bun's mom's place back where they are that I could only get one time. And then there's a place that is literally called Big Mama's and Papa's that is a decent drive from here. They make that kind of pizza only if you ask for extra sauce though. Because I had it the first time and it was just like flavorless. It was like cheese bread. But then I'm like, maybe some time has passed. I'll give them that extra shot, but let me ask for extra sauce just in case. Came back, I'm like, great. But they're further away than some of the other establishments. So I have decided to start making my own. And I have, and they've come out decently good. Only I have been using store-bought pre-made dough, not the kind that's like in the bag that's already been baked. I'm talking about like actual dough balls. Like I roll it out and I bake it myself. And they're fine. But I'm looking to make my own. And I want to get into that. Other than my quest for good pizza, though, I like chicken piccata a lot. That's probably one of my most favorite just home-cooked meals ever. Ribs. Ribs used to be one of my favorites for the longest time, but it's kind of been blending in with others. Just good old-fashioned baby back barbecue ribs. Sushi. Love sushi. There's tons of sushi up here. I will say that because of the enormous Asian culture that's here. So good on the sushi. Burgers, dude. Like cookout backyard foods, burgers and dogs. Of course, I'm gonna love those. But if I had to pick one thing, I'm gonna probably go with chicken piccata, and the reason being is because it's a unique, delicious taste, and it reminds me of my mom. Pizza is pizza, burgers are burgers, ribs and ribs, whatever. Those are fun foods. Chicken piccata is a crafted dish, and I really like it. All right, let's see. That was from Edge Sight, if I didn't say, by the way. Thank you very much, Edge Sight. From the Patient One, are you ever going to give us up? Ever going to let us down? Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. So, no worries. Kenichi! Would you consider playing with mods for Persona 5 Royal to help the game feel fresh? Mods? Unfortunately, no. That I would probably do with just like playing with mods would be more like a game night like that. Bun, however, we've already started Royal. The problem with it is that when I was playing Royal, it didn't feel any different except for the boss fights and the occasional pop-up of some new characters. But other than that, it wasn't hitting me the same way that Persona 4 Golden did, where Golden started with brand new stuff almost immediately and kept it coming. Like, really kept it coming. Persona 5 Royal, especially being told that most of the new stuff is at the end, after the final boss, I'm just like, what? You mean I have to play the whole game again? Do the same jokes again? Oh dear God! So I fell out of it. I had Persona 5 completely numbed out of my system. I was more excited about the spin-offs, Strikers, Tactica, even Phantom X, which I probably want to talk about later on too, because Phantom X is in some big controversy right now, and I don't know if a lot of people are interested in me continuing because of that controversy. But I care about it. I still want to play it because of the story. It's more of a gameplay controversy than anything, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I was interested in the new stories. I was interested in the new villains. I was interested in what was new. I wanted what was new. And Royal was like, we're new. And I'm like, yay, new stuff. And it wasn't very new. There were some interesting things, but after Monorame and Royal, I was just like, like we recorded up past Monorame's fight, and that's when I was just done. And I think enough time now has passed to where if I go back, I'll finally feel like it's fresh, because it has been almost, well, since Royal came out, 6 years. I think it's been 6 years now. 5 or 6 years. So Bud and I should be getting back into that as well, as part of this whole Return to Let's Play initiative. So we have a nice, comfortable place to do that, an easy way in order to do that, because I think that with the graphics card that I have on my emulation station, we can probably play the PC version and just have our seats on the couch, have our microphones set up, and just play. So it should be very easy to do so, while also recording on that computer, and then I can just transfer the data to my work computer here. We will see. I will see how I want to do it. All right. So yes, Persona 5 Royal, but it'll probably just be mostly with Bun, if not myself, but probably with Bun. And where did you get the Fireflower Pig in the background? Fireflower Pig. This thing and this thing are from the same company called Devoom. It is Devoom. And let me spell that out for you. Divoom, like Diva and Zoom together. Devoom. They sell a lot of pixel art things, and it has a huge community. So that way, if you want to have your own little pixel art stuff hanging on the wall or propped up on a desk or anything of the sort, you can do that, and just changing whatever the picture is just with the press of a button on your phone. So, nope, not Divoom, it's Divoom with a Divoom. So, yay. Very, very cool stuff. I saw it on other YouTuber stuff, and I'm just like, I like it, I want it. And you can get it in various different styles, not just things on the wall, but there are things like little clocks that have, of course, you can make these into clocks if you want to, and tons of art based off of gaming, off of original art, based off movies, based off anything that you want, all different kinds. So like hundreds and hundreds, thousands of different little pieces of art that you just find. It's like, oh, me like that one. We put on frame. You hit button, it go to frame, and there it is now on frame. Could not be easier for Monkey. All right. That was from Faulkner. Thank you very much, Faulkner. Hunter's Moon Gaming Kagura, when are you going to play Bravely Default 2? When people ask for it. I've never played Bravely Default or Bravely Default 2 or any of their remake spin-offs or whatnot. I was too busy into other games at the time. I think especially when it comes to Bravely Default, I was really into Trails of Cold Steel at the time, and I am still into that series. I think I've been playing Trails of Cold Steel since it first came out on PlayStation 3 back in 2013, and I am still playing it. I still need to finish the fourth one. I still need to play some other games around it, and there is the big finale game coming out here soon. I need to fucking catch up. I need to catch up. But yeah, Bravely Default 2 is, if people want me to play it, I will play it. But on my own, I didn't really have a ton of interest. Not because it didn't look anything, it was like anything I was interested in. It's an RPG. I love RPGs. It's mostly that I had so much else going on at the time. So it's like a backlog just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. You wouldn't believe how many games I still have that I haven't played yet. All right. Cody Black. With recent news and the changes from the last Legend game, would you be playing Pokemon Legends ZA since it's all about combat now than the Pokemon Legends Arceus? I'm going to let Bun figure that out. Bun is going to play it. I am going to get feedback from her. If she's just like, no, Kagano, this isn't like Legends. This is so much better. Please get this one. You're going to like it. Then I will trust her word and I will get it because I have enjoyed playing Pokemon on the channel, whereas I normally don't. But I know you guys seem to like me playing Pokemon, mostly because you like to see what kind of teams that I make, the names that I give them, the events that happen and such. Me and Pokemon, I used to play a lot of it when Sun and Moon came out because I was playing with friends that wanted to actually battle. But then raids became a thing. And then friends don't want to raid anymore. Or I'm sorry, they don't want to battle anymore. They want to raid instead. Cooperative. Which I understand, but when it comes to Pokemon, I'm a little bit more competitive. Not in the way that I'm like, I'm super competitive. No, I had wild and wacky teams. I had my main team, and then I had some wild and wacky teams just for fun. Just for the silliness of it. But I still wanted to battle people. I still want to have fun. Same reason why I play Smash Brothers. I was technically competitive in Smash Brothers, but I wasn't above just having silly, god-honest fun. Which is why I still want to play Smash Brothers every now and then. So, that's how I feel about Pokemon. I want to battle people. But, yeah. The Big Justin! What inspired your name and persona, and which YouTubers influenced you the most? My name comes from a villain from the anime series Tenchi Muyo. The name was Kagato, and he was a bad guy, and I thought he was badass. And I loved the name. I thought it was a simple name, but it was a strong name, a striking name, and there wasn't anyone named that in any form of media at all. So I'm like, I like that name. I'm going to use it. So whenever you look up Kagato on Google, you're going to find him or me. That's it. Him or me. Well, him or her. He's a hermaphrodite. That switched, that split himself up so he became a boy and a girl. But the Tenchi Muyo is weird. Tenchi Muyo is weird. But yeah, that's what my name came from. My persona? This isn't a persona. This is me. How I act on camera is me. For the most part. An exaggerated form of me because I need to entertain you guys. If I was just plain me, then it'd still be kind of like this, but then there would just be moments of me just being kind of quiet and such when I'm kind of pushing myself instead to be entertaining. But I don't want to be a character. I want to be me because it's easier to be me than a character. So I try to I'm just myself. So yeah, so I am me. I am just me. I am me. It's me. Which YouTubers influenced you the most? Markiplier. This is back when I was watching a lot of Let's Play stuff. I used to watch a lot of different Let's Players, but I kind of got out of watching Let's Plays when I started making my own. But as far as like a Let's Player, it was Markiplier because he was the one that I watched the most, and he was just a genuinely nice guy and just enjoyed what he did. So, yeah. Remember, if you have questions, do not ask them in the chat room. Make sure you put them in the Q&A section above. There should be a thing that you can click on, and you'll be able to actually post your question. I will try to get to everybody as best as I can, but there's no guarantee that I'll get them all. So best to get your questions in now. We have about an hour left. I'll push it to an hour and a half just to get through as many questions as I can. All right, we are already a good chunk through. Rain Shinigami. As a gacha fan, is there a chance of you playing a gacha game that's a story-driven like like Nikkei? Like Nikkei? Or a Honkai Star Rail one day? All right. Look, there's already enough sexual content on this channel. I don't want to get horribly demonetized because of gun-wielding ladies bearing their whole ass out to jiggle whenever they shoot their guns. I don't know about that. This is also why there's likely no chance of other games such as Shenron Kagura. So, probably not. And Honkai Star Rail and others of that kind of thing, if there's an enormous outcry, then maybe, especially since I dipped my toes into gacha with Persona 5 Phantom X, and I know that there are some people that want me to play the horse game because it is popular now. It came out around the same time as Persona 5 X, but since Persona 5 X has the controversy, people have jumped ship over to the horse girls because waifus are life. And Persona 5 has waifus, but it has controversy. So go to the waifu game that doesn't have controversy. Horse girls. Everyone want just because of Skylar, we might do the horse girls. Don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. From Hopeblade, any plans for you to play Deltarune? That's something I've wanted you to play for a while. Oh boy, I remember when I tried to do Undertale and I just could not get into it. Not the game itself, but I couldn't put myself into such a wholesome game for some reason because I don't know. I think I just messed up trying to do a recording of it. And it's like, my voices were all good. I enjoyed doing Papyrus. I enjoyed doing Sans. I fought Toriel. And I spared her. And it's all that mess. But at the same time, I wasn't getting into it the same way I was with other things. So as far as that was concerned, it was just a little like, huh. So when Deltarune came out, I'm like, I enjoyed it, but as far as, well, I know Deltarune, the way it's played is way different, but I don't know. I've never actually played it. So if there's enough of an interest, then I'll do it. I will do it. I legitimately will, because there is an interest. Don't get me wrong. So it's just kind of one of those things that just kind of fell to the wayside. That's about all. All right. Have you ever played Persona 1 and 2, both Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment? No, but I want to, especially Persona 2, both of them. Persona 1, not so much, because that one was technically, yes, a spin-off, but it did not age well. And Persona 2 is really where Persona really caught its stride, and 3 is when it really became defined as to what it's supposed to be. So if I'm going to play either of them, it's going to be 2. That one was from Sakura Haruno. Thank you very much, Sakura. Thank you very much. Bud wants to be a part of it too. Well, then, I mean, there we go. That could be a date night live stream. Daisha Newton, you think you and Bud will give Monster Hunter Wilds a go? We have, actually. We played it, and we fell out of it very quickly because Monster Hunter Wilds didn't really satiate us as much as World and Rise did. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there were some parts of the game that were just kind of strange. There wasn't like, when we played it, there wasn't a regular hub to join people. It felt very loose instead of tight. There's a lot of monsters that we enjoyed, a lot of fights that we enjoyed, but it felt very loose instead of really, really tight, especially with grouping up. The multiplayer was a nightmare to get going, and when we finally did, it was hard to really kind of be consistent. And we wanted to play with a lot of our friends, but because of things going on, we didn't really have a chance to. Like, I don't think I really played with a lot of friends on Wilds, and some of the best times that I had were me, Bun, and others playing with our friends. Like, I played a lot with Destro and Akeem, and Bun was there with me too. That's one of the first games we played together with Monster Hunter World. And Bud has it right. Wilds just feels like it's hard to play with other people and really kind of make it feel like you're playing a multiplayer game, because Wilds feels more like an open world game instead of how like Monster Hunter World or Rise was, where it's just you get together in the hub, you play around a little bit, you select a mission, off you go hunt that monster. Whereas Wilds was almost the same, but something was not right. And I feel like that it suffers from a lot of the same problem that Base World did, and that was that it just didn't have a lot happening. But I feel like it also had a more interesting variety of monsters, whereas Wilds didn't really have a monster that truly caught me. There were some that were good. I like the octopus a lot. Because, like, hey, it's an octopus monster. It's not a lizard wolf again, or another dragon. It was a kraken. Like, holy shit, they finally put in other types of monsters here. But I guess I'm just waiting for a little bit more to be revealed. And I think that was the other thing that kind of got us out of the other Monster Hunter games, was how fucking slow their content releases were. When they release a monster, it's like, okay, here's a monster and maybe another monster and a few emotes, a few pieces of gear. And then that's all you have to do again for like 3 to 5 months. And then here's another monster, maybe 2. I kind of wish that there was just a fuck ton of monsters right from the get-go, and then there was a drip feed of new monsters, but not so slow a drip feed. I think Wilds might have an expansion, much like the others did, and that might help, and we'll get back into it. But I think that Rise and World held us a little better because of how many monsters there were, and just how many unique things and places there were to do, and mechanics that just made it just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Wilds was the one Monster Hunter game we quit the fastest. Not because it wasn't enjoyable, it's just we kind of lost things to do. And there were so many people that we wanted to play with that they kind of stopped playing as well. Everybody seemed to kind of stop playing at the same time. And yeah, we just kind of fell out of it. We like Monster Hunter. Don't get me wrong, we love Monster Hunter. But I don't think Wilds was quite it. So hopefully they will release that. Definitely going to do expansion like they did with the past 2 games, and we'll be right back into it. And hopefully it'll be for like a lot of stuff. All right, let's see. Blade Griffin again. Which music would you like to use for your Let's Play that won't be counted as copyright? Nothing. I wouldn't want to just use random music unless it's just for like background music, like I do for certain things. And even then, I like to use game music that I enjoy. Like right now, I don't know if you guys can hear because it's really, really quiet, but it's meant to be just in the background. I just have a loop of just relaxing Persona 4 music. So, yeah, basically that. Let's see. From Akeem, sorry, Keyblade 999. Any chance for a multiplayer night like Smash, Mario Kart, Marvel Rivals? I have been thinking about that for the longest time, and I would love to do that because, god damn it, do I miss those nights. I fucking miss those nights, and it's a part of the reason why I wanted to reduce the number of nights that I'm streaming is so I can finally have a night where I can actually just play games with friends. Because my schedule, this is my schedule as it is right now. Sunday, Dungeons and Dragons. Monday, my one actual regular day off. And I am tired. I am nodding off all day because Dungeons and Dragons Day drain me. I go out and do shopping. It's usually my shopping day. And I get other errands done. And then I'm tired. And then I just want to chill. Tuesday or Wednesday, depending, we are kind of something back and forth, is date day with me and Bun. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. We do that. Whatever day we don't do that is my only other free day. And typically, because I spent my first free day doing a whole bunch of errands and the like, my other free day I'm spending as a me day. I play Dead by Daylight all day. I get on my chair and I play a game. Then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are stream days. If I had a little extra time to spend with friends, it would be a lot easier. Because, Akeem, let me tell you this. I don't think you realize how much I wish I could continuously play more Smash. Even Mario Kart. Play Mario Kart. Marvel Rivals, I'd love to play Marvel Rivals with you guys. Frickin' Marvel Token coming out next year? It's Marvel, baby! We playing that! I know we've been playing a lot of fighting games lately, and I've kind of fallen out of them because there's just been so many. But you know me. It's a Marvel fighting game. That's not Marvel vs. Capcom, but goddamn it feels like it. It looks like it. You know I'd be playing that. You know I'm getting in there. If She-Hulk's in there, you know I'm picking her up because Raging at Lawyers might come back if we get enough of them. Oh, man. Like, a bunch of that stuff. Just games that we can play together. I really wanted to play Tales with you. When you guys were playing through a Tales game and I wasn't able to be there because I was so busy. It's been my dream to play another Tales game with friends. Last time I got a chance to do that was in college. And then after that, I was able to play almost the entirety of Tales of Symphonia with Bun, but we quit near the end, and I forgot why. I would love to play Tales of something, too, with multiplayer. Man, when we were in college, we all picked a character, and we had almost all of them picked out, and then we would swap through at different times, so somebody needed to take a break and bring another character in, and then they play it, we all watch the story, we voice our own characters when they're not voiced. It was great! It was such a great time. Yes, Tales like Tales of the Abyss. Oh, man. I would love to do that kind of stuff. I would love to do that kind of stuff. So, yes, I would love to have a multiplayer night for stream, but also just a multiplayer night in general. Right! That's right, we were emulating it and we didn't like Parsec. That's why we quit. It was fucking up too much. We can play locally now. We can actually play it locally. So we should. Oh, man. So, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. You have no idea how much I want to do that. I want to do that so badly. So badly. I miss my friends. And I miss those nights a lot. So, from Rain Shinigami, question: as someone who doesn't care to interact often in live streams as a lurker, does lurking make you feel bothered in any way? Not at all. Lurk as much as you want. If you're going to lurk, though, do me a favor and leave a like and maybe a comment. But at the very least, click that like button. It does help. It helps the algorithm. And if I'm going to be going back to doing certain things, I want the algorithm to be like, oh, this guy is back to being useful again. Yeah. All right. From Ed Mega 7. Not to add a stressor to consider, oh no, but the dreaded algorithm likes to punish channels to even a slight break in schedule. Are you planning on Let's Plays being uploaded on certain days a week? Fridays. Like if I do one stream, streaming on Saturdays and uploads on Fridays, that'll give me all week to do it. So yeah, that's what I would probably aim for, is on Fridays. Especially since that's the time when most people are off work and school and they could watch something like that. Especially if I wanted it to be a premiere of some kind. But likely I won't be doing premieres as much anymore because apparently that hurts the algorithm as well. Either way, I think mostly because of a premiere, it treats it like the chat as a chat, but then there's no comments instead, and it likes those comments. Let's see. If I had to make a suggestion whenever D&D campaign wraps up, maybe every other Sunday alternates. When my D&D campaign wraps up, I'm starting another one. D&D is going on for a long while. Though, I mean, hey, if you're interested in playing in a new game that I put up, then you're welcome to. So there's always that opportunity. Let's see. God Drifter, What was the console that got you into gaming? The Nintendo Entertainment System. The OG Nintendo. Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. I watched my uncle play through those games, mostly Super Mario Brothers and Metroid, and then I wanted it. And I got one. I got one when I was 3. 3-year-olds these days, they're glued to their tablet watching these fucking things, Cocoa Melons and shit. When I was 3 years old, I beat Super Mario Brothers. I found the warp zones and I beat Bowser at the end. I beat Super Mario Brothers at 3 years old. And then I had The Legend of Zelda, which was a little bit tough for me, but I did eventually beat that when I was like 5. Beat Metroid when I was 5. And there was also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I never beat because fuck that game. I mean, it's got nostalgia on it, but that game was balls hard. But yeah, I beat some of the Nintendo classics at 5 years old and younger. I am a legend. So yeah. Then I got Super Nintendo when that was 1991, wasn't it? Yep, I got Super Mario World, beat that when I was fucking 7. Kids today can't live up to my level. But yeah, the original Nintendo system. I want to get one again. I want a gaming room that has all of the consoles in perfect working condition. I might not be able to get the games for them, but if I can get a cartridge that is a new modern day cartridge that allows you to load games on them, put it in, and not just play that way, but play off the original console, yes please. But for right now, I have my emulation station computer. It's a micro PC with a graphics card connected to it so I can play some computer games on there. And I'm just using the wireless versions of gaming controllers that I got from Nintendo Online. So the N64 controller, Super Nintendo controller, and that such. Just got the GameCube controller recently, so hey. All right. We are making good. We're making good time. We might be done by 11:30 my time. Hey boss, would you play with Bun? Pokemon XY, mainly because of Legend CA. Also takes place after the events of XY. So just to Bun, just to be on the safe side, avoid spoilers for X and Y or Black and White. I don't care about Pokemon spoilers that much, but at the same time, would I play Pokemon XY with Bun? Possibly. We have a lot of other stuff that we want to play, but I think if we were going to play X and Y, I'd probably let her play it if she enjoys it, and then I'd be the one making stupid commentary on the side. But hey, we've done that before. We've done that before. I mean, we did that with Paper Mario. That's how it's going to be with Paper Mario. She's going to be playing it. I'm going to be the asshole making jokes. She knows Super Mario 1,000 Year Door in and out, and I don't. So she's definitely going to be in charge of that one. Let's see. My question about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What is the plan for that one? I personally want to see the end live. I already answered that earlier, but just to reiterate, it is coming back. I will be doing it live. Do not worry. It is coming. I'm just swamped with other things. But it will come back because I want to finish it. Phantom Orochi, as fellow Dark Knight player in Final Fantasy XIV, what's your favorite Dark Knight weapon? Mine is the Anima Relic. It's basically Saber alters Excalibur form Fate franchise. Currently, my favorite weapon, I have a few of them, but the one that I use the most is the Horde weapon, the one that you get from Nidhogg, because that one is a big, giant fuck you sword and not a teeny tiny little blade. That is a giant fuck you sword, which is what I signed up for, and it's imbued with the power of lightning and darkness. To me, no other great sword has come close. I like lightning a lot, and the one lightning sword that they have is Ramuh's, and it looks like a tuning fork. I still like it, but it looked too much like a tuning fork. And the other swords that they seem to get with lightning involved in some way seems to be lightning secondary, with another effect is the bigger part of it, or the sword itself looks not so good. Like Susanoo, I love his sword and the effects on it. I just wish the blade was bigger. I want big, beefy swords. I'm a Dark Knight. I want a sword that looks like if I stick it in the ground in front of me, it acts like a fucking shield. So that's why I'm using the one that I have right now. So, also Nidhogg, still one of the best final bosses of the game. Don't at me. Mostly because of the music, but it had a great feel. From Izanagi. Still not a question, but you are the reason I got into Persona in my dream. Oh, this is just a comment. You are the reason I got into Persona, and my dream was to be a game. I'm now going to be in college soon, studying to be a mechanic. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Your dream was to be a game? Which game? Dream to be a gamer, a game artist, in the game? Either way, I am very glad that I was able to help you get into the Persona series. And good luck at being a mechanic, too. Amanda Mobley, are you a Brownies fan or a Fudge fan? Brownies. Brownies. Fudge is fine. Fudge is fine every now and then when we go to the beach. Definitely more into brownies, though. Absolutely into brownies. Oh, God, I want to have brownies. We need to make brownies. Bud, we're making brownies. Wait, I think Bud said that she wasn't a big brownies fan. You haven't had my brownies. We make homemade brownies. Good ones. SMK8 the Mushroom Rookie. Also have two things to add. One, I use basic OBS and Botrix, so I hope this suggestion helps with your restream trouble. And, Botrix. I will check that out. Two, have you considered premiering edited vids like your previous Persona 3R playlist? I mean, yeah. When I released them, I did them as premieres, but I found out that actually hurts the algorithm because it prevents people from wanting to do comments in the comment section. Because when it comes to interactivity with the video, YouTube seems to look at two things far more than anything else, and that is how many likes and how many comments. It also looks at viewer retention, but chat room, it doesn't look at as much. I don't know why. It is a chat room that is user engagement, but for whatever fucking reason, it doesn't look at that. And it also, when it comes to newcomers coming in, they click on a video, they see it's got so many views, but there's like no comments and no likes. They're like, oh, that looks odd. I'll look at somebody else. So I might not do premieres nearly as much. I might do a premiere for only the very first episode that I cut back to, just to see live reactions to certain things. But after that, it'll probably just go right back to just standard, just upload. You guys just watch it whenever. All right. Akira Kitaru, where you get those moving frames? I want one. I have already mentioned. They're from Divoom. Skylert, two questions. One, how is Bowser is enjoying his roommate Godzilla on the table? He's fine. How far are you in DK Bonanza? I am past the halfway point. The game is so good. Yes, it is. I am... I just got the elephant form. That's where I'm at. I just got the elephant form, and that form breaks the game. It breaks the game. Every other form, other than ostrich, don't even need them. Unless you need to change into... At the very least, Kong form, you don't need Kong form anymore unless you need, unless you like the music. But, there's no need for Kong form anymore when you have elephant. Dark King Ice User, hey boss, I hope you get better soon, thank you. And eventually get back to the Yakuza groove. I want to get back into Yakuza. Because, hi Jinx, it's been so long since I've seen that silly shit. I hope you get better nonetheless. Look, Pirate Yakuza came out. I was so hyped about that. I still haven't played it. I want to play Yakuza again. Do not worry. I want to play it again. Ah, man. Okay. Patient one again. In your experience, if someone who has played Persona was going to dip their toes into Shin Megami Tensei, which game would you... 5. 5. 5 has so many quality of life changes. It's fully 3D. Whereas 4 and 4 Apocalypse, they're good, but they're heavily more sprite-based when it comes to combat stuff. And they're a little bit more dungeon crawly. And then 3 is even more so than that, and even harder. And then 2 and 1, let's not even get into. So 5. I would say from Persona, jump to 5. Just go with 5. And then maybe test the waters again with 4, and then 3. But just be warned, 3 is known for its difficulty. And 4 is also no joke either. From Reno Ichuha? Reno Uchiha. I've been watching you since I found you in 2018. So yeah, roughly around Persona 5 time. I also love your horror content. Yay! Somebody likes my horror content. That makes you smile. As your Persona content, will horror be returning? Yes. Don't worry. Horror might kind of be regulated just to October right now, but if I feel like I just want to play something and I want to share it with you all, I will. Let's see. I'd love to see more Resident Evil Village and 4 and Yakuza 2. Yeah, I would love to do Resident Evil. I would love to do all the Resident Evils. I would love to finish Village. It's been out for years. And when it finally comes out in VR, I still don't play it. I have PlayStation VR now. I could definitely do it. Yes, Village. I want to play Village. I want to run around the mansion away from this super scary Lady Dimitrescu. Oh no! Don't hurt me, Lady Dimitrescu. Oh no! I love her, but she's not scary. Instead, I want to run up behind her and smack her on the ass and giggle and run away. Let me see. Ash Von Favre, second question. I'm starting to get a little tongue-tied. What were your thoughts on the Nier streams? If I remember, you did that. My live streams of Nier? I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. And it allowed me to appreciate Nier Automata as the masterpiece it's considered to be. I think it was good. Some parts made me rage, but it was still good. So, yeah, it was a good time. Blake Griffin, again, any favorite songs? Not really. I don't think I have a favorite song, actually. I just like music. So, my favorite song tends to shift a lot. It feels like whatever mood that I'm in. And a lot of the songs I play a ton is like either gaming music or music that I find for my D&D campaign to fit with a character, fight, or theme. And then I play it on like repeat and just imagine a scene happening with that music. So that's kind of what I listen to so much that I don't really have a favorite song. It just changes all the time. From Eric, would you like to put together a Persona 4 Golden fandom mod where you voice Yuna Arakami and make him have consistent personality, as well as bully Yosuke and Teddy at every given opportunity? That would be fun, but that's a commitment. If all I'm doing is providing voices and somebody's actually making it, and when I say actually making it, I mean they are actually making it, and not like, well, we're in the process of thinking about it. Like they're like, oh, we've already fucking coded this much. We want your voice to voice Yuna Arakami if you don't mind. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, sure. Sure, yeah. Then I'll do that. But I'm not going to be the one to start it myself. Amanda Mobley, Devour has new chapters. I've heard. Are you going to try them before the 7th chapter comes out for Halloween? Maybe, maybe not. Probably a big maybe not. I might wait for the new chapter to come out and then just try to get back into Devour with a bunch of friends and just have this big assortment of different things to do. Because I remember when I first got into Devour, I think there was only like 1 or 2, maybe 3. No, there was only 2. There was the farmhouse and then there was the spiders. That was it. There wasn't any more than that. That's why I was in Devour. Now that there's enough of them, there's enough replayability for me to play it. I'm surprised Devour has lasted this long, though. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. From SMK8, Mushroom Rookie, another question. Would you and Bun play Split Fiction? I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even really know what Split Fiction is. So I can't really answer that. So I guess we'll look at it and see. Sword Keyblade, win Kingdom Hearts. I definitely need to get back to Kingdom Hearts again, don't I? Because I did 1 and 2. They did tolerably well. I don't know what it is about my community, but my community, except for a small handful of people, like Kingdom Hearts. I am shocked shocked that Kingdom Hearts isn't getting enough views. It's just no. Nobody watches Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why. I like Kingdom Hearts. It's fun. Great bosses. Why doesn't nobody watch my Kingdom Hearts? Why does nobody watch Kingdom Hearts? Why don't you guys watch Kingdom Hearts? Why? I need to know why. Either way, I want to get back to Kingdom Hearts. I haven't even finished 3. I have not finished Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I have not finished the Kingdom Hearts 3. It'll happen. It'll happen. Edge sight without thinking what your persona and weapon. Well, greatsword's my weapon. My persona? Thor. Probably Thor. Because me and lightning and big heavy things. So, Thor. I love Pixie, don't get me wrong. I love Pixie to death, but I don't think Pixie is my Maybe Oberon. Wouldn't that be wild? Oberon is my actual persona. Considering how much I like Faye in the Feywild. Though Oberon is not lightning. He is wind, though. If we're counting just the main elements, the main 4 elements, I'm more closer to wind than anything. Wind with a little bit of water in there. Of course, I got some rock and fire, but wind and water. Yeah, it would probably be Thor or Oberon, but I would prefer lightning. But greatsword, yeah. Or scythe. Scythe is cool too. But greatsword's probably like the main one. Big swing, big hit, big damage. Cody Black. What have you been doing with the games you previously live streamed that you have no plans of going back to? They have been sitting there with no progress, or I have finished them off screen. Basically. They've either been untouched or completed. Starlina, as a Dead by Daylight player, are you interested in Identity V? It's a free-to-play and not pay to win. It's a gotcha. It's gotcha elements. DVD like that also had a crossover with Persona 5 at one point. I have no idea. I've never heard of this thing. I'll have to take a look. So I can't give an answer right now, but I will look at it. Kento the Chimerion. And we are... I am on the last bit of questions. There's about another 20 questions left. And I already see one about Witch's House on there. I hate you, whoever did that. Let me take a look here. Kento the Chimerian. Just got Metaphor 30th Anniversary Edition. Did you get it or not? Wait, Metaphor 35th Atlas Anniversary Edition. Did you get it or not? No, I didn't. I didn't even know it was a thing. I just have the original Metaphor game. Hunter's Moon Gaming, are you ever going to play Bravely Default 2 or Bravely Default? I answered that earlier. If people want me to play it, then I will, but I personally have not gotten into that. Are people telling Bun to try Split Fiction? She's not into platformers. She's not into most platformers. Like, Kirby was an exception because she has infinite jumps. Most infinite jumps. But she's not big on platformers, and trust me, I have tried. I'm not going to force her into platformers. She doesn't play Mario. She doesn't play other platformers. That's just how it is. Edge side, how about Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank? Same deal as like as what was asked before in regards to Sly Cooper and the like. I didn't grow up with them, so I don't really have any opinions on them. So it would only be played if there was a huge outcry for me to play it. But as of right now, there isn't. So much apologies about those, but unless I somehow stumble into it and want to play it myself, probably is not going to happen. Kick Bro Smasher, are you excited for Resident Evil 9? Yes, I am. 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 I still need to finish 8 before I play it, though, but yes, I am. And it's sad that Ethan Winter's story is over. I actually liked Ethan. I know a lot of people didn't like him, but I understand what he was meant to be. He was meant to be us. That's why he was so average and ordinary. But I liked how they gave him more personality in 8. And that he was just a regular guy. When you play all these Resident Evil games, you're soldiers or police officers and like, Ethan was just a guy. Kind of was like a Silent Hill character stuck in Resident Evil. So I liked him for that. But we have something else now going on. We have Alyssa Ashcroft's daughter from Resident Evil Outbreak, which once again confirms that Outbreak is canon to the story. I've argued that for years. People have argued that against me, and I've been telling them, no, it is canon. And now with Alyssa Ashcroft as a nice Easter egg in 7, I'm like, haha, they remembered Alyssa. And it's like, it's just an Easter egg, haha. No, her fucking daughter is the main character, or one of the main characters at least, if the whole Leon thing is to be true. One of the main fucking characters, Resident Evil 9. Outbreak is fucking canon now, bitches! I want to play Outbreak again. And I want to play with friends. Because Outbreak was a multiplayer game. And it was good. Only online, though. You cannot play it locally. And you need to only play it on special Japanese servers. Because they closed it down in America. They've been hearing us want an Outbreak File 3, or maybe bringing it back for like Xbox Arcade for many years or something of the sort, but they never did. I want my Outbreak. I want it. Anyway! Amanda Mobley, when are you going to go back to Resident Evil 8 The Village? I might end up playing that myself first, and then it might be one of those Let's Plays where it's not going to be a first reaction thing, because that's long past the time. It's going to probably be later on when I'm doing a big Resident Evil-a-thon or something, and then just going back to it, so it'll be around that time. I want to do it. I want to do all the Resident Evil games. Don't worry. I want to do all of them on the channel. So sometime in the future. I do not know when, but it will happen eventually. That was from Katie C, by the way. No, it wasn't. That was from Amanda Mobley. Katie C was next. Kagado, I will always be here. I found your channel when looking up OG Persona 4 stuff. It was the damn surprise cat when revealing the true culprit that made me join your channel. Doing that shock sound effect. Dun, dun, dun! Oh god, I'm glad that my stupid humor and jokes are what bringing people over. CJ Hands, G4 Life. Like, hey boss K, will you play any of the Trails games? I want to. I love the Trails of Cold Steel games and the universe it's in. But man, there's a lot of games to get through. This is not just a game or a game with sequels. This is a series. This is a cinematic universe, each with their own series. It's a commitment, but I want to do it if people want me to do it. And there have been votes for it, but there's always been something that has always won out. If I did nothing but just live stream, nothing but Trails games, it would probably take me 2 to 3 years. Yeah. And that's if I dedicate 2 nights a week to streaming it. There is that much. The whole reason why I was getting through it when I was originally playing it was because I was playing them to death on my own day after day after day because I was addicted. Some of my favorite characters are from that, though. Some of my favorite waifus are from that, too. One of them is back in the whole teacher thing. But look, when it comes, I will say this. The teachers of Persona, mwah. The teacher of Trails of Cold Steel, Sarah. Anyway. Just anyway. Let's see. Any chance you stream Dead by Daylight off and on? Maybe. I might. I've thought about it. I have a channel that I made specifically for live streaming that I decided not to use because then that means it would split to those that have memberships on this channel and that'd make a big mess. So I have just a free channel lying around. So maybe I'll do Dead by Daylight stuff on there if I really, really want to, considering how fucking dedicated I am to the game. Despite it being absolutely a broken, burning mess right now, the glitches and glitches, I still play it. Let me see. Remember when you made the promise that you wanted to do all the Resident Evil games? You finished Zero, never went back to that. People like Persona. What can I say? Akira Akitaro, any opinions on Kamen Rider? Not a single one, because I've never seen it. I only know its existence. Alright. Can you, from Blade Griffin, can you play whenever you imagine from Pagemaster, please? I cannot do that, because that is probably copyrighted on the channel and such. I apologize, but no, I will not be taking music requests, though maybe another channel could do something like that, but that would not be me. From Faulkner, if you had a Persona archetype, who? Persona archetype. I don't know. My archetype would be hard for me to pick because I think it comes more from how people perceive me rather than how I perceive myself. So I guess the answer is I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's going to come down to what you guys think my archetype would be. I know some people have said all different kinds of things from Chariot to Emperor and the like, so I have no idea. No idea at all. Skylert, speaking of old Markiplier days, remember Slender? I almost missed that strange game. But like, man, Lost of an Era. Man, that was a long time ago, man. That was definitely an age of the internet for sure. Oh, man. I was still in college. Oh, man. From Daisha Newton. Have you or Bun played Fantasy Life? I think I've heard of it. I've never played it. I don't know if Bun's played it, but I've never heard of it. Or I've never played it, rather. Patient One. Probably going to pass out by the time you get to this, but has your will absolutely never play this game list expanded past the Witch's House? There's where I saw the Witch's House. As of right now, I can't think of anything. It's still the Witch's House, because fuck that game and its existence. So, yeah. I don't think I've had any other game that has actually made me that angry. So, probably not. I don't think that, I don't think it's expanded any further. So, let's see. Rino Uchiha. Speaking of Yakuza, I'd also love you to play the Judgment series. Set in the same world, I have heard of that. But with a different cast, it has an amazing English dub. Oh, it does. Huh. I might look into it because it's part of Yakuza. At least it's part of the same universe and same kind of gameplay style. Akira Kitaru, weird one, but any tips for a long-distance relationship? Communication. You need to communicate. Because if you do not communicate, then all of a sudden, a few days go by, and it feels like you've been ghosted, or that you are ghosting. Part of the reason why I fell out of a relationship with other people is because of communication, where I felt like I was the only one starting a conversation. And if I did not start a conversation, they never started a conversation. Then all of a sudden, we split apart. Never hear from them again. I have had friends and relationships that has happened. And it still happens to this day. I've met people on Final Fantasy XIV where we hit it off super hard. One of them was like, hey, you are like one of my best friends on this game. Thank you so much. I'm like, hey, glad. And then her cats died. I said, I'm very sorry. I hope that everything will be all right. And she's like, I just need some time to recover. Then I poked at her once, and she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then poked at her again, barely heard anything. And then I'm like, she wants some space, I'll wait for her to approach me, and never did. And now it's been far too long. And so, communication. You need to communicate. Schedule times to do stuff together, even if it's just watching a movie. That's what Bun and I did. We played games through Parsec, or if it allowed regular multiplayer. And also, we watched movies. We streamed stuff together. We would do things that allowed us to do a thing together using the internet. Even if it was just one night a week, we scheduled it, and that was our night. That was our date night. And then we just chatted casually all throughout. Communication is key. From Bun, here's a big pet peeve. If he or she loves you, they would already know. Those are lies. Talk to your partner. Indeed. Talk. Because some people do not get those hints. Like me. I do not get those hints. I still don't get those hints. Bun can be very flirty and such, and I'm just like, Herb, she's so nice. She's just nice. I am the dumb. People can be the dumb. Communicate. All right, it is almost 11. We have a few questions left, and then I should stop because I'm starting to definitely feel the acid reflux coming up and affecting my chest and making me a little bit fluttery chested, and I just want to lay down. Oh, God, I hate this condition. All right. Daniel Bricker. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly 10 questions left. We have 10 questions left. Daniel Bricker. What would you say your top 5 games are? Oh, man, that's tough, man. Mine are from 1st to 5th, Yokai Watch series, Kid Icarus, Uprising, Persona 5 Royal so far, Persona 4 Golden, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Oh, God, my favorite games have flipped all over the place. Oh, my God. I would have to legitimately sit down and think about that one. Persona 4 Golden is number 1, bar none. Like, that one is the one I can say. After that, it starts getting very hard because there's a ton of games that I have played and enjoyed, but I will only, when I consider a top 5, I will only count games that I have beaten. So I can't put something like Metaphor up there. And I don't want to be adding them as all Persona games either. So it's because my tastes have changed, my experiences have changed. There have been a time where my second favorite game of all time was Xenoblade, but I don't know if it's in the top 5 anymore. There has been a time that, God, man, I can't. I would have to sit down and really think about that. Maybe I might do a top 10 of some kind of for I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but at the very least, they're probably all RPGs and horror games. Actually, speaking of horror games, Silent Hill 2, the remake's probably on there. Just because of how badly it blew me away, how hard it blew me away with how good it was, how scary it was, how good it was. So favorite RPG, at the very least, favorite RPG, Persona 4 Golden. Favorite horror game? Yeah, I think the new Silent Hill 2 remake made it. I think it did. I think it finally did it. I think it finally beat. Yeah, it definitely did, because at the very least, Visage was good, but it had one bad chapter. It had 3 chapters and 2 of them were great. One of them was bad. Then you have Mortuary Assistant, which was fantastic. So good, Mortuary Assistant. But I think I like Silent Hill 2 more. Yep, Silent Hill 2 wins. Silent Hill 2 remake wins. Favorite horror game as of right now. So at least I have a favorite JRPG, and I have a favorite horror game. Favorite platformer is probably Mario Galaxy. So there's that. Yeah, I like Mario Galaxy more than I like Mario Odyssey. I don't like Mario Odyssey that much. I think it's fine. It's a good game. But I loved Galaxy. I think it was because it was the wedding angle. I think it was the stupid wedding angle. I think I didn't like that. And I know what it is now. I know why I don't like Odyssey that much. The plot was just seemingly less threatening as Galaxy was. Where Bowser's about to take over the fucking universe versus, I'm gonna marry Peach even if she says no. All right, go say Peach again. And the Brutals. The fucking Brutals. What an eclectic bunch of forgettable bad guys. Rabbits that look like a mix between Mario and Luigi and Goombas and rabbits. Yeah, gameplay was good. Villains were not so good. I like Galaxy more. That's about as much as I can remember. I don't even think Galaxy's in my top 5 anymore, but at least my favorite platformer, so Maybe one day I'll make an actual top 5 and I can share with you guys. All right. Oh, now I've caught up. Alicia Connell, just curious, are you planning to do Kingdom Hearts? I answered that earlier, so yes. Daniel Bricker, again, that was quick, but we are nearing the end. Would you play Disney Speedstorm in your spare time? It's a Disney Pixar racing game with gotcha mechanics, but mostly racing. I don't think so. I don't think so. I barely play racing games at all anymore. The only racing games I'm even remotely interested in now are Mario Kart, and even that I've dropped because of its updates. I'm not interested in the current Mario Kart world at all. And Sonic Racing, which is coming out here soon, but that kind of popped and fizzled out because they're not giving interactions with any of the bonus characters. It's just their voice if you're lucky. Like, I think one of the most recent things had Ichiban from Yakuza Racing, no voice. Joker, no voice. It's like, why play them? Unless you like the character, but you don't care about their voice, but everybody has voices. So I might, if they fix it, then maybe. But even that game, I've just lost interest in because of that. Like, I want to play the characters because I love the characters. Make the characters talk. Linkaro, Bonanza? Bonanza is fun. I am playing Bonanza, but as far as playing it for my channel, if there's a fuck ton of people that want me to be Big Monkey Smash thing good, break thingy for Jewel, cause shiny, yes. Me break them, smash them good, then yeah, I'll do that. But as of right now, I'm just playing it on my own. Ash Fun Fabre plays, is Near Replicant a pipe dream or no? It might happen. It might happen, because Bun has been really invested in the Nier lore, and she's gotten me a little bit interested in it a little bit more. So it's possible. It could happen. I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. So maybe. Silver Blyes, I am also a fan on your horror content. I know I'd be up for you doing it more than just October. Why limit yourself to just a single month if you enjoy those games? Because a lot of people don't seem to enjoy those games. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, I love your horror stuff. And then I look at how many people are watching the stream, and it's only like 30. Silent Hill got lucky. It had like 50 or 60 consistently, but I think it's because it was the remake of Silent Hill 2, one of the biggest fucking games of the year, and one of the biggest fucking remakes of all time, based off of one of the most popular horror games of all time. That was kind of a big deal. Puppet Playtime got some views. But other than that, that was basically it. Everything was kind of low. Nobody really was into that. And there's a lot of people that have admitted in their comment section, whenever I ask this, they're like, but horror games are too scary. Even if I'm playing it, it's still too scary. Or some people just don't like horror games. So it is what it is. But if I care enough about it, and I know enough people care about it, I will play them more often. Let's see. Alpha Dragon, have you considered playing the Game of the Year Astrobot? No. Or the other games of the year that won 2024 Game Awards? No. I don't know if there was any 2024 Game Award winner that I was even remotely interested in. But I can't even remember what a lot of them were. So I'm going to be honest, I don't know. Maybe, but probably not Astrobot. I know it's popular. I know it is. But I think the ship has sailed already on that one as far as its popularity, and it doesn't... I grew up with PlayStation, but not in that way. So I know Astrobot is a big love letter to PlayStation, but not... I didn't grow up with PlayStation like that. So most of the big PlayStation exclusives I didn't play. I played PlayStation for a lot of its third-party content. Skylar, we're at 3 questions left. Skylar, dude, speaking of Faye stuff, The Adventures of Elliot from Square Enix, I'm super interested in that game. All right, that was announced recently on the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I'm interested in... Very little that was shown. Bun is interested in the Age of Imprisonment game, and I promised her that I'd play that with her. I, of course, am always interested in Final Fantasy Tactics. I never played Octopath Traveler, but Octopath Traveler 0 being announced is kind of interesting, mostly because I like a lot of the music that comes from Octopath Traveler. Like the final boss of Octopath Traveler 2, I think. I think it was Octopath Traveler 2. I used as the final boss against Mecha Crowley in Zadoria. And it was, oh man. That was a fight I enjoyed. I actually really enjoyed the Mecha Crowley fight a lot. Despite the circumstances leading up to it, I really enjoyed the Mecha Crowley fight a lot. I still think Zirian wins out, though. I think Zirian was one of the best fights we've had. But anyway. And let's see. Blade Griffin, have you done a shooting game that involves Resident Evil? Yes, I've done the Dark Side Chronicles. Not as fun as the original games that they're based off of. Light gun games are hit and miss with me. They're okay, but I prefer the regular game they came with. Last question. We're at the last one, everybody. So last question. Not taking any more questions. From SMK8, the Mushroom Rookie. Kagano, since you talked a bit about Cold Steel, is there a game in the series I should put on my list of new games to stream? I guess it depends on where you want to start, because every Trails game series is its own storyline, part of an expanding world. So Cold Steel was based around Erebonia, but it brought in characters from other places for a big grand finale, because that big grand finale involved a lot of them too. But then after that, there's another place. Like Crossbell had its own storyline arc with the SS... was it the SSS? I think it was, God damn it, my brain's hurting. I think it was, but the police unit. Then there was the Brights, Estelle Bright, the light from Trails in the Sky. There is a few others. I know that there was a Trails into Daybreak that came out fairly recently, and it already has a second game. There's Tales of Reverie, which is the game that ties together Cold Steel and Daybreak. And then there's a game that's coming out here soon that's supposed to be the big grand finale of all of them, and then there won't be any more Trails games unless they start over again. So I would say that if you've only played Cold Steel and you want to start another one, then if you're willing to go back a little bit, try the Crossbell games. But if you want something a little bit more modern, get into the Daybreak games. So I haven't played them yet. I want to, but well, that's another whole can of worms either. Boy. Fun fact, though, the ogre form of Rein Schwarzer was a major inspiration to me making the character of Ryudo in the everything that I ever use him for. Though he wasn't known as Ryudo in the past, but essentially the type of character that he is the same. So yeah, Cold Steel has a lot of influence on me too. Anyway, that is it. And hey, we ended on time. Oh, no, one popped in. I'll just get to this one, then I'm going to close this window. Not question, but thank you for everything. Because of you, I met my best friend, and because of that, I met the one that loves me. Hey! I'm glad to be matchmaker by being stupid. I'm glad to be matchmaker for being stupid. There was a few super chats that I missed, so I'm going to get into that one. Let's see. From Skylert. Oh, that was when I made the jab about Skylert and the Tifa and such. FTR chat, because this to go around, I do not hate Tifa. We know you don't hate Tifa. We just know that you like Aerith. By the way, are you interested in that? There was something posted in the Butt Punchers Guild Discord chat about Game Gals, I think, where you get a full-size sex doll of a actual video game character, and Aerith is there. She only costs $2,700, but Aerith is there. Edsight, give us Goth Bun. Goth Bun, yes. Goth Bun, yes. Goth Bun, yes. Goth Bun, yes. Bun, Goth. Goth Bun, Goth Bun. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Goth Bun, Goth Bun. Bun. Skylar, you know I'm teasing you. Please, I do not want this to turn into a... One, I know. Two, I am not buying that shit. Well, then somebody's going to have to get the funds to buy it for you. Then you're going to have one. And then you're going to have to explain why you have one. Bun the Secret Boss. Here's a pet peeve. Oh, that's the one that I saw before. If he or she loves you, they would already know. Those are lies. Talk to your partner. Talk. Communication. Communication is key. And then finally, Naraku. Munching burrito. That isn't even a burrito. 60. Munch. Months. 5 years. Nom nom nom. Now, unhinge your jaw and just slowly shove that burrito down. Just swallow it like a snake. All right, we are done. We are done with the Q&A because I am tired. And my body is telling me it is tired and it wants to lay down. But it was a good, fun Q&A session. I'm glad that at the start I was able to explain everything that was happening, plans for the future and the like. But yep, looks like we are getting back into Let's Plays, folks. And it looks like that there's going to be a small hiatus longer for Persona 3 while I get things up and running for it to go back to Let's Play format. And you already ate it? Well, then regurgitate it back up and then swallow it again. Hello. So with that, I need to take a break. So unfortunately, that means there's still not going to be any streams this weekend as I'm still recovering. But at the very least, I kind of know what the cause is now so that we can get it fixed. So I am going to continue to take the recovery time that I need. And once I finally feel back to 100%, I'll get back to live streams. Because with D&D, at the very least, I'm not on camera. And I'm not talking the whole fucking time. And when it comes to combat, it's a little bit easier because I'm just saying a thing that happens. By the way, big fight coming up on Sunday for those of you that are interested in the campaign. Because it is going to be a very important encounter. Very, very, very important encounter that is going to do a lot of things for not only the world, but the characters themselves. So if anybody is interested, please tune in and watch that because it's going to be something special. I have been preparing for this fight for a long time. Now, with that, I would like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Thank you very much for joining me and understanding what's been going on, participating in the Q&A. I hope that I answered as many questions as I could, that you are satisfied. I'm sorry if there were some of them that I couldn't answer because I just didn't have a way to answer it, or if it was something so simple that it was just a brief thing. But I'm glad that YouTube has this option now to just make a Q&A, so I'm not having somebody watch for questions and then copying them down like I think I did my first Q&A years ago. So I might do this more often, maybe once every few months, just to let people know what's going on and just answer more questions on stuff. So I'll make it a habit of that. So I'm going to go take the night and give my chest a rest and maybe actually try to eat something, because even though I don't feel hungry, my body has only maybe consumed 500 calories today, so I should eat something. So thank you all very much, and I hope to see you as soon as things get back under control. Have a good night, everybody.